Welcome. It's a beautiful day at Shirley Povich Field as your Big Train play host to the Alexandria Aces. I'm Nick Poor here with Allie Navarrete, and it's a special night as we honor Title IX, helping bring equality to women's athletics and education as well across the country now for 50 years. How are you doing today, Allie?
I'm doing great. This is a really cool thing that we're honoring here at the Big Train game tonight. We had a couple members of the Princeton women's basketball team here, including Abby Myers. I was very excited to talk to her. She's like the best female athlete to come from my high school, Walt Whitman, and then had an amazing career with Princeton, and then she's going to go be a Terp in the fall, play for Brenda Freese over there in the Big Ten. So I get to watch her again because I believe Maryland will be coming to play Northwestern in women's basketball this season. So all around exciting stuff, and celebrating such a momentous and important piece of legislation in this country. And it's just been an honor, and I'm excited. And honestly, like, some of my favorite sports to cover are women's sports. So I'm very glad that this thing exists and that we get to talk about it today.
Thank God for women's sports, or else GW would have no good athletic programs. All of our good programs are the women's teams. They carry. Our women's basketball team is especially exciting. If you haven't been to a game, come to Foggy. They're an outstanding team. Oh, my God, it is a hot day here to the point where the sweat is in my eyes, and it hurts. Leading off here for the Alexandria Aces is Wolf. Matt Wolf batting .379 on the season. First pitch called a strike. Brandon Clark starts rolling on the mound. We talked to Brandon Clark before today's game. He walked us through his lengthy pregame routine, which used to be almost an hour and a half long as he recovered from TJ. Oof, great pitch there, count 0-2.
Yeah, he was telling us about his foam rolling and all the stretching, and how, since he's been injured, that pregame process has almost doubled in time. But he's been doing some great stuff for the Train so far. One of the Bama boys who's been just such a joy to have here with us in Bethesda this summer.
And the third pitch will miss, count 1-2 now. Yeah, he's been a lot of fun. I think he's one of the favorite players for me to get to talk to because, you know me, I'm a fiend for pitching. I love hearing guys talk about their prep, their form, their grips. It's right up my alley. Swing and a miss. Brandon Clark rolling early. Gets Wolf first K, first batter.
Very good stuff there from Clark. He has been pitching just about 2 innings in each of his starts due to that, like we said, injury recovery process. And the last game he started was definitely a roller coaster of a first inning. Was really great in the second one. And was able to come back, but to see him get off to this hot start is good stuff.
Yeah, watch for the slider. I'll be watching for it. That lefty slider breaking inward against lefties, outward against righties. That pitch high and inside, count 1-0. That was one of the things he did tell us to keep an eye out for. And where did my little pitching graphic go that I have on my laptop? No clue. Clark behind here. The second pitch comes inside as well. Count 2-0 to Tellier.
Tellier, the best hitter on this Aces team. He's batting .385, 15 hits, a double and a triple on the season.
A dangerous hitter. Clark's going to have to be careful here, especially in this lefty-righty matchup. That ball misses as well. Now count 3-0.
So good start to Wolf, also a dangerous hitter. Again, one of those high schoolers, I believe, in this league. He'll be playing at Vanderbilt next year, so he's got the talent.
That'll go up the middle for a single, well hit by Tellier, and the Aces have their first runner here early.
The Aces now moving to second in the Cal Ripken League, dethroned the Giants of that runner-up spot. Again, of course, your beloved Bethesda Big Train still in the lead, but Aces were number 2 in this league last year as well. This was the final matchup we saw in the Cal Ripken League playoffs, so they'll be making a push here to be the biggest threat to Bethesda.
Clark now expect a lot of the heater here, lefty v lefty. First pitch, what do you know? Heater high and inside, just misses, count 1-0. This is Dylan Kuntz at the plate now. Aces have 6 guys batting over .300 on the season.
Impressive stuff.
Yeah, all with over 27 plate appearances, so it is not small sample size either as the count moves to 2 now.
They've played quite a few more people at the plate than the Train have. I was looking. The Train have 4 guys over 300, but much smaller of a roster.
Yeah, 16 different batters for the Aces. Count 2-1 now as Clark fights back in against Kuntz. Keeping an eye on Tellier on first. That also could just be the way his head's facing. The 2-1 fouled off. Count now 2-2.
Yeah, 16 batters for the Aces, just 12 for the Train. But we've seen some new ones lately. I think it'll be up to 13 now that we have DM Jefferson from Notre Dame. He made his debut last night, but if you were tuning in, it was yet another early finish at only due to some darkness. But also the game did go into extra innings, so had it maybe stayed on track, we would have finished that one, but it didn't get done, and who knows when we'll be continuing it.
Yeah, we were entering the top of the 11th inning before the sunset led the umpires to call it. Their shortstop Brait was running out there, and then was just so confused, like, "What? We're not playing? We're done now?" The count now full as that pitch misses.
Yeah, there was some confusion. Do I go out in the mound? Do I not? The game was moving pretty fast, but then the Aces, after like 5 or 6, it was 6 scoreless innings, really came back in the bottom of the 7th, tied it up. Train able to tie it up again.
We lost the video somehow. My phone just might have overheated and then overheated.
Okay.
Come back.
Apologies for those of you at home. Looks like our video has frozen a bit, but strikeout for Brandon Clark.
Okay, it should be back now. Or you might have to hit accept for it.
Okay.
I think that's my other iPhone. You gotta hit the URL ending in 37. I'm not a rich man. I don't have two iPhones. I just have an old iPhone 5 we were trying to use as a second camera today. And we're back. Love it. Another K from Clark. Now 2 Ks on the game to get started as he takes down Kuntz. Count now 2-0 to Boyd. He's out in right field tonight for the Alexandria Aces. Your Big Train defense has had some shakeups. Schiavone behind the plate. Schultz at first. Garrett Felix at second. Petre at short. Rogers at third. And then an outfield of Nowak in left, Jefferson in center field, and Wingett out in right.
Jefferson made his debut last night in left field, and that shifted Felix over to right, and Nowak was still in center. But, yeah, like you said, a couple shifts, and now we're seeing Felix in the infield.
Yeah, he actually played all 35 games, count now 3-1, for Nicholls State this year at second base, which was something I had no idea about him. We've seen him out in left field literally every game so far, so this is new to see him back in the position he plays most in college. That one fouled back, count full. Clark looking to get his 3rd K of the day.
I think that just speaks to the versatility of this Big Train roster. We've really been able to flip guys around. We've got Jason Schiavone, who plays behind the plate. We've seen him in right field. Lots of flexibility with the DH position. Peyton Schultz had that for a couple nights back in the infield tonight.
3-2 misses. That's a walk. Runners on first and second now as Boyd pushes Tellier to second. T.J. Rogers has played almost every position in the infield except for first. Schultz plays both corners. Wingett's played center and right. You know, yeah, a lot of flexible guys.
Colton Hagwood plays infield and outfield as well.
Oh, that's right. We've seen him in right field and at shortstop, and I think even at second.
Yeah, I think he was at second last night.
I believe you're right.
And then they put Halsey at short.
First pitch comes in ball high from Clark, count 1-0. He's facing Cade Sullivan, who's a Western Michigan outcome. His sister Haley signed to play volleyball at Missouri State, which I imagine is illustrious. Missouri State in the SEC? I think.
Perhaps.
That pitch hit out to center right, tracking over his DM Jefferson, and he'll get there. A walk and a single, but not enough to get anything going for the Aces. 2 Ks from Clark, and it's 0-0 as we enter the bottom of the first. Now on the mound for the opposing Alexandria Aces is Hartlob. This is his 4th start of the season for Jacob Hartlob. He's pitched 15 innings, given up 12 earned runs in that stretch with an ERA of 7.2. He started against the Grays, the T-Bolts, and the Dusters. His first time facing the big train begins with Luke Nowak. First pitch lands in for a strike, count 0-1 to Nowak.
Nowak has been a really impressive leadoff hitter for the train. Last night, obviously, the stat's not in there yet, but he did continue his streak of at least 2 hits per game.
No, actually, that was the night it broke. I misspoke. Unless he gets 2 in extra innings, which that game never seems to end, he went 0 for 4 with a walk.
Got it.
Petra, I believe, does have a hit streak going, though. I need to check on that. But now that we have Wi-Fi here, I can check.
Yeah, thank gosh. Thank goodness. Thank gosh. The Wi-Fi has finally been fixed.
What's wrong
here.
with thank gosh? Petra has a hit streak tracking back to June 12th. 8 straight games.
All right, I'm going to just comment.
The audio should be up, though. I don't know why it's not.
It's telling me.
Oh, come on, buddy. Cool down. Okay, cooled off. I'm coming back.
Video frozen now. I wonder if they can hear us.
Okay. For some reason, the URL changed, but it should come up.
Okay.
I think you have to disconnect from it. And then
Audio good, just no video. Okay.
Oh, yeah, so you guys are hearing us fumble. Sorry, because the sun's higher in the sky than it normally is at this point, the URL is this. It's different this time. I don't know why. It's just absolutely baking my phone.
Yeah, apologies.
Have you ever cooked egg on a sidewalk before?
No, but I've seen it on the internet.
Yeah, in a physics class, we had to do a thing called, like, protect the egg. Like, we had to build a basket to protect it. And afterwards, I would just cook an egg out there with a magnifying glass. Count 0-1 to DM Jefferson, now 1-1. Did you catch what happened to Luke Nowak while we were dealing with that?
Yeah, Nowak went down swinging, so strikeout for Hartlob.
192, 168. Yeah, why is this not connecting? Oh, what a time to be alive. Popped up. Safe. DM Jefferson beats the tag, and that's going to be an infield single. RLCC : 192.168.0.12.
I typed it in correctly, right?
Yeah. Sorry, that's what I was just checking. I was reading it out to myself. I'm going to try it again. Share this camera. Yeah, so same, that one, yeah. Did my phone get bumped off the Wi-Fi? Nope, it's on the Wi-Fi. Oh.
We really thought the new Wi-Fi would solve all our problems here, but it clearly has not. We're so sorry at home. We'll continue trying to bring you the feed. I can work on this.
Okay. DM Jefferson now reached first for a little pickoff attempt there from Holt Lob. No good. DM remains on first. Yeah, I'm going to keep doing play-by-play while Allie will do her best to figure out why it's not connecting. I don't know why, because everything seems perfect. Popped up by Millian. Petri out to left field, tracking back, getting under it, and caught by the left fielder. That's Hakopian out there tonight, Eddie Hakopian. A local boy from Winston Churchill?
Yeah.
I'm learning my Maryland geography.
Good job.
I'm like, wait, I remember this from last time. It's not your school. So now with Petri retired and Nowak, you said Nowak struck out?
Yes.
Swinging?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Nowak, for a recap for you guys, because you cannot see, Nowak struck out swinging. Jefferson reached first on an infield single. Emilian Petrie flew out to left field, and now at the plate is Garrett Felix stealing as Jefferson. The ball goes wild past the second baseman. It escapes the cutoff man as well, and Jefferson moves to third, and the ball goes wild again, but he literally stands there and goes, nah. He shakes it off. He's not going home. I love it. He literally signaled to the opposing team. He just shook his hands like, no, don't worry. It's too close. We don't have to get stressful. I've already gotten 2 bases off you guys.
Nice base running there from DM Jefferson. He really struggled in his first 3 at-bats last night, and then I believe it was the 4th one where he did have a nice double, extra base hit. But then, unfortunately the train left him stranded out there and weren't able to capitalize. And that, I think, was in the bottom of the 8th or the top of the 9th maybe, so would have pushed the game to a win.
We're still working on the graphics. Count now 1-1 to Felix, or really just the visual overall, which is, it's just a black screen. That pitch will miss now, 2-1 to Felix. Hartlob trying to get out of this inning scoreless. He's had a bit of a penchant for giving up runs as a starter for the Aces, a 7.2 ERA. The 2-1. Felix fouls that off, count now even. Felix has really been good in every position they've put him in. He started out as a left fielder batting leadoff. Now he's a second baseman batting cleanup.
It's been quite the everything man for the train. He can hit, he can run, he can play apparently now in the infield as well. Very excited to see if he can get anything exciting done today.
The 2-2 comes in. Strike 3, down looking. Second K of the day for Hartlob, and he gets out of a jam there as DJ Jefferson was trying to be a one-man band, giving the train their first run. However, we'll enter the top of the second, still scoreless, as we try to figure out why we don't have video. We got video on our end. Let us know if you guys do. Now leading off for the Alexandria Aces, Eddie Hakopian. He's out in left field tonight. That's something new for Hakopian, at least to us. First pitch comes in, lands in the zone. Brandon Clark running that slider inside on the righty. Count now 0-1.
I believe when we went to Alexandria this past week, Hakopian was the leadoff hitter, so he's really moved down into the meat of this order.
Speaking of the meat, as the count goes 0-2, we'll be trying the Luke Baker dog in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, very exciting stuff. First big train dog, like player dog from Catalyst. It's a Luke Baker inspired.
The 0-2 comes inside, count 1-2.
So exciting stuff. We're going to be trying that later. Chris is going to bring one up for us, and we'll give you a probably very positive review, knowing Catalyst and knowing us.
The 1-2. Fouled off. Yeah, we both love hot dogs. We both love Catalyst hot dogs. And what's on this one is right up my alley because I am a cream cheese fiend.
Yeah, I love cream cheese. It's so good.
Have you ever had buffalo chicken dip?
Probably.
It's buffalo chicken, cream cheese, and then a layer of like cheese on top. You dip chips in it. It's amazing. Ground ball down to the first baseman. A little team effort, but not in time. Ooh, Brandon Clark looked like he might have rolled his ankle there, but he's walking fine. He is all right. First baseman Schultz tries to get it over to Clark in time, but he's not there. Good hustle from Eddie Hakopian to turn that into an infield single.
Yeah, honestly, it looked like Garrett Felix was going to get there, and I wonder if Schultz had decided to throw to him instead. It would have been more properly situated to get the out at first, but a nice hustle from Hakopian and runner on base now for the Aces.
Now at the plate for the Aces, hitting 7th tonight is Offshack. He's at third base like he normally is for the team. Wearing the number 2-4. He's batting .353 on the season with 34 plate appearances, but is down batting 7th. First pitch from Clark, ball high and away, count 1-0. Thank you again, Allie, for figuring out the tech problem there. You popped off.
Oh, thank you. It's usually you, I feel like, who solves it, so.
I mean, technically I did solve it. You're the one sitting there trying to solve it. I just lucked out. Pitch fouled off. Oh, 1-1 now. I hate technology. Actually, that was not. Letting him go to.
He didn't. I don't think that had contact at all.
No, 'cause scoreboard's reading 1-1, but I guess there was no contact. So it is 1-1, but Hakopian advances to second. Again, second time that the Aces have had a runner in scoring position. Popped up. It'll go back into the fans. Someone's got to get that ball. Count 1-2.
It is quite literally so sunny and hot tonight that there are fans with umbrellas, despite not a cloud in the sky. So that doesn't tell you what kind of lovely weather we have here at Povich and why our phone was overheating. I don't know what visual I can give you.
That pitch way outside, count 2-2. Yeah, I'm literally I purchased a mini umbrella for the phone, and it's still not enough. And now I'm just holding it straight over it. Ooh, USA women playing Columbia women in 5 minutes. If you guys want to dual screen that, got my little flash score update. Swung on and missed. That's another strikeout for Brandon Clark, his third of the game.
Much needed there, especially after Hakopian advancing into scoring position. One out to work with, and Brandon Clark, likely this will be his last inning of work because of that limit. So if he can get out of this one without a run, that'd be great, especially the last performance where he gave up 4, I believe, in the first inning. So much improvement here.
First pitch in high and inside, ball 1. That's Friend at the plate. Friend, who we've become a bit of a fan of. He caught 3 runners stealing at Alexandria earlier this week.
Yeah, he was a monster behind the plate for the Aces. And when we saw his name back at catcher, we were like, oh, we know he's good.
Count now 1-1. Yeah, he's a defensive catcher mostly, batting .194 in the season. That's a stat I had off the top of my head.
It's getting really fun as, day in, day out, we're playing the same teams. Obviously, this is a small league. It's just really fun that we start to know the other guys as well.
Fouled off. Yeah, it's like, oh, yeah, Benji Thalheimer. We've seen him like 3 times for the Dusters. Yeah, here he comes.
Harry Prince, when he came out last night, we were like, oh, no, like, he's so good in relief.
And he was. He pushed that game to extra innings.
He did. We knew it was going to be dangerous. And we looked at his stats, and they weren't even, like, the most incredible, but we had remembered, like, oh, he's got the train's number.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
And he continued to, so it's just funny how we started to notice the trends.
The 1-2 holds back inside, count 2-2 now.
Jeremiah Jenkins, that's a classic.
Oh, and Ian Jenkins, the 2 Jenkins, and I
Mm-hmm.
don't remember which one's on which team, honestly. I think Jeremiah is on the team we just played, the
Crop Dusters.
The Dusters.
Yeah.
And I think Ian is on the Gaithersburg Giants. The pitch in. That's a strike 3 called. 4 Ks from Brandon Clark now. He is rolling.
Really getting to work here. Really good stuff from him.
We have 4 Ks, 1 walk, 2 hits. And up now is the 9-hitter Harity. He's out at second base tonight.
I'm sorry.
First pitch. Grounded, gets through the gap past Amelia and Petri. Rounding third is Hakopian. He'll hold. Harity, a single up the gap. Hakopian at third, and now the Aces have a chance to score with 2 outs on the board.
It was a nice hit from Harity there, and again putting Hakopian, pushing him to third. I think good decision to hold. Unfortunately, Amelia Petri could not really make the diving catch, but good job from the outfield to make sure that the runner wouldn't be able to advance all the way.
What were you going to say before that play, Allie?
Just did Off Shack also strike out?
Yes.
So back-to-back Ks, Off Shack and Friend.
Ooh, yes. Ball goes wild. Coming home is Akopian, and he will score. Advancing to third is Harity, and the Aces have their... advancing to second is Harity, and the Aces have their first run of the game.
Big stuff here for the Aces. Again, looking to give the Train their first loss since Gaithersburg. Last night, again, unfinished. It's still tied, so could have been a loss, but was not quite. So, again, the Train still with 7 straight here.
Yeah, trying to make it 8, and with the backup games, it could eventually become 9. Count now 2-0. Sorry, 1-1. Sun is setting, so hopefully things will get a little better here at the Pove. Oh, this is the move. Pitch wild, coming over to third, making my what I said by accident true. Harity now on third. That's a second wild pitch for Clark.
Suddenly a bit more dangerous here. The Aces coming out hot. Brandon Clark, really good job to get the back-to-back K on Oshak and Friend, but then that single from Harity just seems to have sparked this Aces offense early here in the top of the second.
Harity on third. The 2-1 coming in from Clark. Swing and a miss. Count now even. 2-2. That was a nice moving heater from Clark there to get him chasing the pitch, running out away. This is Wolf at the plate. We definitely already specified, but he struck out in his first at bat. The 2-2 away. Count will be full now.
Clark with a real good opportunity here to do some damage control. Again, if he gets out of his 2 innings with just the 1 run, not the end of the world. Hopefully the Big Train bats can compensate, but big moment here.
The 3-2 from Clark. Popped up, tracking over is Schultz. Schultz is breaking for it. Can he get there? And he does! A catch at the fence. Peyton Schultz will end the inning and relieve some stress. However, 1 run does come home from the Alexandria Aces. Big Train trail entering the bottom of the second.
Ready, Nick?
Yep. Welcome back. Special guest in the booth. It's Ivy League Player of the Year, Abby Myers. How are you doing, Abby?
Doing great. Thanks for having me. It's a great night.
Beautiful night for some baseball. And I got to lead off asking, why the silly bands? What got your
Why
team
the
into them? Because I saw you were wearing it, and then you mentioned it down there when we were talking in
I know.
pregame.
Actually, something really cool. One of the players who came tonight, Maggie Connolly, when players can start kind of making money through their name, image, and likeness, she DM'd, reached out to Silly Bands their Instagram profile, just asking if she could be an ambassador because she could, she can hand them out around campus. She can give them to us to wear, and believe it or not, they responded and they sent her like a couple hundred silly bands, and it's like animals. So this one I have right here is like a cow, and I've just kind of worn it throughout the season, and it's brought good things. And so I'll wear it until it breaks, and hopefully it doesn't. But yeah, it's kind of the funny little story that one of our players loves silly bands.
That is fun. You guys seem like you have a lot of fun together as a team out there. It definitely helps that you guys are winning too, I'm sure.
Yes, no, for sure. We're a really close team, and we all come from a very close area. DMV, there's 5 different girls, and Princeton likes to recruit from the DMV, so we kind of know each other going in, and we spent some time over the summer, doing elite camps, and it's just team bonding. But it's definitely important during your season to get to know each other because you spend 24/7 with them, and you definitely choose the school based on the people in the community more so than maybe the basketball and other aspects of it. So you got to make sure that you like the girls, you can bond with them, and they're your kind of people. So yeah.
Ivy League rules kind of pushing you into a transfer to Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
How was that? How hard is it to say goodbye? Because you seem super close with those teammates.
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely tough, and for me, I spent a lot of time at Princeton. It's been a great second home for me, and I've met so many amazing people, and hopefully I can continue the relationships down the road. But it's unfortunate that I can't end my career as a Tiger, that I have to go somewhere else. But it's also fortunate because I get to kind of rise to the occasion and kind of meet a new challenge at a bigger school, bigger program. You actually get treated like a professional athlete there, and yeah, it'll definitely be exciting. And I'm just kind of glad that everything's kind of worked out, and I get to play another year somewhere closer to home.
Yeah, so you're going to be at UMD as a grad student. What are you working on as a grad student?
Yeah, so at Princeton, it's such a small liberal arts school that they don't have actually many options for like majors, and so I took public policy, I majored there, 4 years, and to get closer to business, I wanted to get a master's, and so it kind of works out that I could be a grad student and major or get a master's in business and management for just 1 year. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm going to be focusing on the side other than basketball. But I think at a school like Maryland, you got to put a lot more thought, energy, and hard work into the sport too.
Yeah, Allie's super excited because I believe your team's coming out to Northwestern.
Yeah, I was looking.
Yeah.
So I go to Northwestern, which is another Big Ten school.
For sure.
Obsessed with our women's basketball program. It's like my favorite sport to cover. And I saw that Maryland will be coming to Evanston for this season.
Strike 3 looking, that'll end the inning, but we'll stay live.
Yeah, we'll keep you here.
Sorry, I wanted to get that in real quick.
Quick 1-2-3 inning for the Aces, taking care of the train, unfortunately.
4 Ks from Hartlob.
Yeah, seriously, he's on fire. But anyways, I saw that Maryland's coming out to Northwestern, and I was telling Carter and her mom, I was like, you guys have to make the trip because like if I get to call the game and Abby's playing, like you absolutely have to come.
Okay.
So I'm just very excited. Big Ten women's basketball is like awesome. I'm so excited for you. And it's so fun that you get to come home to your home state and finish out your college career.
Yeah, no, I love Northwestern, and I really they're up there in my top schools when I was kind of choosing where to play going in.
I wish you would
going into college. Joe McEwen is I got really close with him just through the basketball circuit, and I played with a few of the girls that he coached there. But yeah, Wildcats, Chicago, Evanston. I definitely love the area. It's one of my favorite cities. I like personally for me. But yeah, Northwestern. That's gonna be a fun game. I know that they always breed good basketball players. I know they had one girl, Victoria, who went to the league this past year, and that's cool. I didn't know that you announced those games. Is it men's and women's or just women's?
Yeah, we do men's and women's,
home?
But we just do home for men's. But with women's, we actually travel, which is really cool.
Oh, wow.
This past year, I got to do one road trip, and I actually did go to Maryland.
That's
and
awesome.
It was just so cool. We get on the plane with them and get on the bus with them, and Joe McEwen is an outstanding guy. I'm such a fan, and he was so nice to me and my fellow broadcaster who went.
Wait, your program lets you get on the plane?
Yeah, I got on the plane with football.
We're busing everywhere at GW. We have to get ourselves places. It's the one.
It's the Big Ten. What can you say, right? It's the Big Ten, ACC, Pac-12. Everything else, you just gotta take the bus and kind of just endure the long bus rides.
Our one guy with the car had to drive back to Dover, or no, Wilmington 3 times because our team made a deep run in the women's A10 tournaments. He was like, every day he's like, I got a class, and then I book it for the team.
Yeah.
No, yeah,
No,
those
for
are
sure.
some Big Ten perks you'll be experiencing.
I know,
perhaps,
chartered
but
flights, the full meals, free meals after practice, before practice. I've already, been working out with them, and I kind of experienced some of the positives and of going to Big Ten, top 5 conference school.
So you've already been working out in College Park this summer?
Yeah, I have. The past week I've worked out with them, done some skills, done some lifts. It really is amazing. You can get a massage whenever you want. I mean, the treatment that the athletes get there, it is like they're a professional. And so that's going to be a big, I think, difference between, Princeton and UMD is just like that elevated, competitiveness, the treatment they give to their athletes. It's really all about the athletes, so it's great.
Yeah, that's great stuff. Surprising, back to baseball for a sec. Brandon Clark coming out for a 3rd inning here.
Wow, so that's good. That lets us debut the Luke Baker dog next inning. Cream cheese, onion, cheese,
And bacon, I think.
I think there's one more thing on
Abby,
the
if you
Baker.
have a chance, you got to go get a hot dog from Catalyst Hot Dogs. There are
down there?
vendor
Yeah,
down there.
they're so good.
They're the
Seen a lot.
nicest guys in the world, and they're so good. And today's our first day where they've kind of made a dog inspired by a player. So
Really?
Luke is going to come out and pitch probably after Brandon. The dog is inspired by him. I guess they partnered with him and were like, "What do you want on a dog?" And made it happen. So
Oh, wow. Do you know what's on it?
Yeah, it's cream cheese, onions, cheddar, and
bacon.
What was that reaction to cream cheese?
cheese.
It's interesting, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think I would like it. I'm definitely one to mix the foods up.
Okay.
Cream cheese and hot dog.
I feel like, any kind of cheese. I mean, cream cheese is it's its own thing, but I still think it's
Yeah.
going to work.
Wow.
One, two.
That's a combination.
Whew, strike 3 there looking. That'll be the 5th K for Brandon Clark as the pitchers duel here early.
So, as someone who's lived around here your whole life, have you been to a Big Train game before or no?
Actually, this is the first Big Train game that I've ever been to. And I haven't really heard of these games beforehand. I think one thing I regret is not being as involved in the kind of like the baseball, softball scene. But I mean, when Bruce and everyone reached out, I was really excited because Princeton has a big DMV group, and so we were able to come out here, and it's been a really great night, great weather, good baseball weather. So yeah,
No, yeah, it's super fun stuff.
it's crazy that they play like every day. It's
yeah.
different than I don't think I could play a basketball game every day for 40 consecutive days, but yeah,
No,
that's really cool.
it's unreal, and I think we're in the midst now. It's day 2 of
An 11-game run.
day 3 of an 11-game run. So our
Really?
next day
Right.
off will be July 4th.
Day 3 of an 11-game run.
Yeah, it's tiring for them, and I gotta say, it's tiring for us too. We just
Oh,
sit up here
wow.
baking like eggs on the sidewalk.
Yeah, I
in the
know
sun.
you guys are working hard,
Oh,
but
yeah.
But so grateful
Yeah.
to be doing this.
Oh my God, this is a dream job.
Don't,
I'm not
don't
complaining.
get it twisted.
no, it seems like a really great community that you guys have here among like the different employees, the interns, Bruce, and everything. It's a good community.
Yeah, and a lot of local people too. Like I went to Whitman, just like you.
Yeah.
And then
Go Vikes.
we have another one of our writing interns went to Whitman. We've got a kid from QO, good girl from Good Counsel. So it's a lot of local.
Big Montgomery
people.
County. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the weird one being from New Jersey, just
Yeah.
down here as a
Where in
student.
New Jersey?
Bergen County.
Burton County. Okay, I don't know. Where
Yeah.
is that in comparison to Mercer County?
Much farther north. We're like right on the edge of the New York
Okay.
border.
Okay. See, I only know the area around Princeton.
Okay.
We call it like an orange bubble. So
Okay.
I don't really go out past the bubble.
Yeah, we're farther north. We're like practically New York State. Like I can cross the border in 5 minutes of jogging.
Okay.
Oh wow, really?
Wow.
Yeah,
It's that
one of my
close?
best friends at college turns out actually lived in the town right across the border, and I
Well,
had
there
no
you
idea.
go.
I'm like, wow, we've been living 10
Don't
minutes
cross
apart.
the line.
Yeah, state lines. It was actually illegal for me to cross that line, despite it being right there at the start of the pandemic. And I was like,
Oh.
I was like, well, that's where my pharmacy is. They have the medicine I need.
Oh.
That's like
wow.
I remember like Virginia lifted restrictions before Maryland, and I like really wanted something. Oh, it was oh my gosh, this is so embarrassing. But I wanted to get my eyebrows done really bad before I went to the beach, and so I was like, well, if I drive 20 minutes to Virginia, and so I did it.
Oh my God. Well, who's keeping track? Yeah, the COVID was really crazy with Princeton. Like many others, we just got kicked off campus, and we were in the middle of the season. They're like, all right, everything's canceled. Go back home, and So yeah, for 1 year did Zoom University like many other people, and summer plans like many others got canceled. So just it was really just training at home, playing basketball, and getting ready for the next year and the next season.
Yeah, how were you able to train on your own? Because I know you guys weren't a team at all in 2021. Were you guys?
Right.
Canceled? Yeah.
Yeah. So interestingly enough, a lot of people took gap years. A lot of athletes at the Ivy League, because many people want to finish off their career as a Tiger, and so by taking a gap year, they can essentially just pause their career with and get the COVID year over with, and then come back to the year they were going to continue doing. So and from that they can just no more they don't have to transfer anywhere. So many people took gap years, and I did not. So I was in school during Zoom University, and we weren't allowed back on campus at first semester, but second semester we were. And so a few people that were in school, Caitlin Chen, who was here, Chet Noike, and then a Carly Littlefield, who went on to play at UNC as a grad transfer and is now going to play professionally overseas. We all went back to campus, and we just did like literally 2v2 basketball, training with the coaches. It was super individualized, and which we liked. Got that extra just like extra practices and extra work. So yeah, that was really nice, and that kind of helped me with the Chet and Kaylin, who are incoming freshmen, kind of help them, mentor them, teach them, kind of the system, and so they'd become ready their sophomore year, kind of as rookies. So.
Yeah, so talking about playing,
complicated.
Yeah, talking about playing pro or abroad professionally, is that something you think you might want to do after your time at Maryland?
Oh, definitely. I think, I always got to work hard, got to keep doing what I'm doing, and hopefully, after Maryland, I can try and, see if I can go to the league, get a training camp, get we'll see what happens there, or if, that doesn't work out, go overseas and play either in Europe, in Israel. There's so many amazing opportunities overseas to play. In terms of the pay is, it's insanely higher than what women basketball professionals here, what they receive. You can get millions overseas, and here you only get like 30 grand. So there's plenty of opportunity overseas to play, and I would love to, as long as my body can take it.
Do you know a second language that could help you out in the Euro League?
In the Euro League, probably. Spain's got some really good teams, and I know some Spanish. I actually went to Peru and Bolivia for a few months, and kind of lived there with host families. I trekked in the Andes. That was a really great opportunity. So I know I'm pretty good at Spanish, but yeah, I actually just went to Europe a few weeks ago, Switzerland, Italy, and they all spoke really great English, and I'm not worried about that.
Oh, play at the plate. They're going to call him safe. 2 runs will come home on a double from who else but Eddie Hakopian.
I was actually going to bring up, if there was a pause in our lovely conversation, Eddie Hakopian out there, who just hit that RBI double, is a kid from Churchill, and he had just played 2 years. I think he's in my grade, so a rising junior, and he just played 2 years at Cypress Community College in California, but he's transferring to UMD to play baseball.
Really?
Yeah.
Number 11?
Mm-hmm. So a Churchill kid, he'll be a Terp next year. I don't know how closely you've been following Maryland sports so far, but their baseball team had a really good spring.
They hosted regionals, right?
Mm-hmm. They hosted a regional. It was really good stuff, and just really cool. A lot of these guys in this league will kind of work to either switch from D3 to D1 or like a JUCO to D1, and Eddie's one of those guys who has made the jump. So
good for him.
Should be really cool.
Do you know what year he's going to go into?
Ooh, that's on the Google Sheets.
I believe he'll be a rising. He might actually be a rising sophomore, even though he is my age.
He might have taken a season or red shirt.
Sometimes that happens. Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. He'll be a sophomore when he gets to Maryland.
So good. He'll have 3 good years.
That's a really up and coming program. Rob Vaughn is doing incredible stuff. But that's so cool that you get to play for Brenda Fries. Talk about a legend.
I know. There's this ice cream shop on campus, kind of like in their student center, and only the legends get an ice cream named after them.
Yeah, I've had that.
Yeah, and Coach Freeze, she literally has an ice cream called the Freeze named after her. So
it's
I get to try it.
It's really good.
Isn't it like peanut butter or something?
Oh my gosh, it's like peanut butter and chocolate, which is like my literal favorite ice cream
That's
ever.
mine too. Oh my gosh.
And I went to visit my friend before I left for Northwestern because we leave so late.
Yeah.
So I went in like September to UMD, and we went to I think it's called the Creamery. Or
The Creamery. That's it.
And I got the Brenda Freeze flavor, and I sent it to some of my like sports journalism friends, and they were like, "Oh, you traitor!" Like, and I'm like, "Oh, I had to."
Oh my gosh. I mean, yeah, I gotta try that for sure. Ooh,
Great
good
throw.
catch.
Yeah, on point from Petrie. Great catch from Schultz. That'll end the inning. But not after 2 runs score. Kuntz and Boyd come across from a Hakopian double. We'll take a quick break. Thank you for coming up with us, Abby. This has
Thank you
been
for having me.
outstanding.
Appreciate it.
It was so fun. Thank you. We hope you enjoy the rest of the game, and very excited to watch you in the Big Ten
Thank
next
you.
year.
I'm stealing your Big Ten subscription, so
Yeah,
I'll be watching as well.
I did tell Nick you could
I'm-
mooch off my Big Ten
Yeah.
Plus.
Oh, that's
so.
nice.
I have literally, it's on record from these casts, so I'm taking it whether you like it or not.
All right, well, thank you, Abby.
Now leading off for the Bethesda Big Train, it's Trey Wingett. Now it's Schiavone, first pitch in the dirt for ball 1.
You and Chris from Catalyst both. Trey walked by and he goes, "Hey, is that Schiavone Alley?" I was like, "No, that is Trey Wingett." They both have the long hair thing going on. Jason Schiavone had a couple nights off. Again, Big Train loving that catching rotation of Wargo Cobb. Schiavone last night was Wargo, I think. So we're back to Jason here.
Thank you again to Abby Myers for coming in. I just unplugged my own headset. For coming in and talking to us. She was outstanding, in my opinion. I thought it was so interesting to get to hear from an athlete at that high a level. You don't always get to meet people that talented in life.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Obviously took away from the baseball a little bit, but unfortunately not the best outing for the Train there in the third. We'll recap you when there's a break in play. But hitters count now, Schiavone.
Yeah, Clark gives up 2 more runs there. Aces tally 2 hits, 2 runs. Leave only 1 runner on. Bringing the score to 3-0. Clark giving up 3 runs tonight. I believe only 4 hits, though. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 4 hits, 6 Ks, and 2 walks. But 2 wild pitches hurt him in the first.
I actually believe it's 5 hits for Clark. They'll score it as 5.
Single from Tellier.
An infield single from Hakopian, a single from Harity.
I missed the Harity. Yep.
Yeah. So
Thank you. And what just happened to Schiavone?
Schiavone walked.
Okay, good stuff. Sorry, we're a step behind here because we're scoring ourselves. We're not one of those fancy crews that has a scorer for them like the Gaithersburg Giants. I'm going to take down the umbrella. First pitch in, ball wide. That is Trey Wingett at the plate. I got it right this time.
But yeah, seriously, thank you to Abby for coming up. I'm so excited. I wasn't kidding to watch her in the Big Ten. Big Ten women's basketball is awesome. If you don't watch it, you should.
Yeah, it is.
Northwestern, my team obviously, but Maryland. If I had to choose another team to root for, it'd obviously be Maryland.
Iowa's big, right? Iowa and
Iowa
and Iowa State are both outstanding.
They're both outstanding. Yeah, Iowa, the one in the Big Ten, and Caitlin Clark, incredible player.
Oh, apologies. Iowa State's Big 12, right?
I think they're Big 12. Big
Yeah.
12.
Ball low. Going to go and try and pick off Schiavone from first, but the ball is loose. Schiavone will not take that advantage. He'll stay on first. Count 2-1 to Trey.
Sun finally starting to set, like you said, Nick. It just drops a ridiculous amount temperature-wise in here when the sun goes down, and hopefully the view gets better for you guys at home as well, camera-wise.
Yeah, the camera won't go out anymore, knock on wood, because of a heat problem, so we're moving in the right direction here. And I can actually see without sunglasses and squatting at the same time. Trying to pick off Schiavone again, not going to get him. All right, I'm all caught up in my scorebook now. I'm ready to go. At the break, I also found out my knee was dripping blood. I think I banged it earlier in the game and did not realize because the game was too hype. 2-1, swing and a miss. Wing it, even count.
Something, unfortunately, that Wingett really struggles with is these strikeouts this season so far. He's got 19 leading the team. So it's been a bit cold for him at bat, unfortunately, to start things off here.
Yeah, looking at, do we have strikeouts per 9? No, we don't. That pitch will go low, count 3-2. Looking at walks to strikeouts ratio, he is towards the bottom of the league. A bunch of guys have 0 because they haven't played much, but Trey Wingett with 222. Not a great number for him. Hopefully he can keep drawing some walks and not swinging at pitches in the dirt. Schiavone there, still safe, but Hartlob, watching him tight. Hartlob having a great game. 4 Ks, 1 hit given up.
Yeah, just now getting to the bottom of the order as well. 4-batter faced in the first, and then a 1-2-3 inning in the bottom of the second.
He's really trying to get Schiavone here.
Trying to right his wrongs, I guess. I walked you, but I could still get you.
I'm not done with you yet. Hartlob. The 3-2 to Wingett. Grounded down the third base line. It'll stay in, and it'll escape the third baseman off Shack. And runners on Wingett want to go to second, but Schiavone's staying there. Runners now on first and second, and a second hit taken off Hartlob.
Trey Wingett. What a hit there. That one hugging the third base side down left field so well. Advancing a runner into scoring position. And huge here. Schiavone gets on base with the walk, and Wingett, obviously, that single. And now we're back to the top of the order with no outs.
Yeah, here we go. They're going to do a little mound visit as Nowak walks up to the plate. He struck out in the first inning. That was actually just the fourth K of his season so far, third in the past 2 games.
Good for Trey. That put a smile on my face. Like we were talking about, he's really been struggling at bat, unfortunately, usually toward the bottom of his order. And I know he's been frustrated. I saw him pre-game working with, I believe it was Coach Bender, and him and Clay were working on their swings before the game. So you know he's working hard at it. And, finally paid off. Awesome to see.
Yeah, entered tonight batting .069, now batting .166. That's how much one hit can do for you early in the season.
Yeah, huge jump. Things you love to see.
Already at 30 at-bats. It's just, that one hit changes your average dramatically. It's like, in school when you get that 1 C, it drops you suddenly. It's like, why does math work like this? I've had 3 A's and 1 C.
Yeah, so huge hit there. Again, no walk. And then Jefferson, who had the infield single and stole 2 bases. So great base running from him. It's just quite, this order really doesn't let up. So Hartlob going to have to rebound here.
Yeah, he's got those 2 runners on, like you said. Schiavone on second, Wingett on first, and now it's the ever-damaging Luke Nowak at the plate. First pitch from Hartlob comes in for a ball high. Nowak showing bunt, massive leads from Schiavone and Wingett respectively.
Yeah, Train just looking for any chance to load the bases here. This league loves a bunt single.
They do. Should no walk not register a hit in the 11th inning, which he'll lead off against the Dusters, he will have broken his 4-game hit streak, which he's hit at least 2 hits in all the games, but it would be a hit streak of 1 game. Oh my God, Ray Ash has our hot dogs. Did he give us 2?
Yes.
Oh, I knew he would. I'm hungry. We'll have that at the half, or not at the half, at the middle of the inning.
Yeah, Baker dogs secured.
I'm
Expecting that he'll come in, hopefully in the top of the 4th, and that it'll be perfect timing.
That's what we had planned out. Sal planned his game around us eating hot dogs. So count 1, 2 here. I was hoping we could give our friend Abby some of the hot dog as well, because we're hyping it up to her. Would I love to just be like, hello, hot dog?
We gave her the plug to go get one. Hopefully she takes our advice.
The 1, 2, ball inside, count even. Yeah, but Bruce has her doing all this fun stuff at the stadium. I don't know if she's going to get a moment to herself. And that's what happens when you're a superstar athlete.
And such a legend in this community. She also, fun fact for you, Nick, was like one of the stars of our varsity soccer team. So played 4 years of varsity soccer for Whitman as well.
Wow. Strike 3 called. That'll hit the corner. Unhappy is Nowak. Nowak down looking. His 2nd K of the day. 5th K of the day for Hartlob.
Hartlob really needed that one there after sending 2 runners out for the Train. So huge to take care of Nowak. Get that one out under your belt with a guy who can really hit.
Oh my God, you're right. That has bacon on it. Oh, I love bacon.
Yeah.
Bacon's one of my favorite foods.
Oh, bacon's great.
I mean, yeah, is that a hot take? Bacon's one of my favorite foods. Of course it is. The first pitch in here to DM Jefferson. That'll be popped up. Infield fly. Tracking over is the shortstop, and he will make the catch. Wolf gets it, and suddenly what could have been a rally is falling apart a bit here.
Yeah, it's going to come down to Emilian Pitre to keep the Big Train hopes alive. Obviously, if one guy's going to have to do it, it's not a bad choice.
They changed the version of I Miss the Rage.
Oh, good. We're, as we start to work on our tech, as this team starts to come together with a full roster, our music guys have also started to honor our players' requests.
No, they didn't. They just started it slightly earlier. I apologize.
Well, Trey got his correct version of Dancing in the Moonlight, so you win some, you lose some.
The weird thing is it might be hit out to center field, tracking in as the center fielder. Can he get there? Lets it land. It bounces off his glove. It's going to lose his grasp. Coming home is Schiavone. Charging to third is Wingett, and staying at first is Pitre. An RBI single for Emilian Pitre cuts this lead down to just 2 runs.
I mean, like I said, if one guy's going to get up there to keep the Big Train alive, Emilian Pitre, far from a bad choice. And he delivers just when they need it, really getting Hartlob there. And now you got Garrett Felix up. Runners in the corners. Still a good opportunity, even with the 2 outs.
Yeah, they are not done yet. Garrett Felix, one of the most prolific base getters in the league, I guess, if you want to call it. His OBP of 547. 3rd on the team behind only Luke Nowak and Emilian Pitre. Pitre safe after that pickoff attempt. The first pitch of the at-bat, just outside for a ball, count 1-0 to Garrett Felix. The walk machine, the Walkman.
Seriously, he is. So if he should walk here, he'll load the bases and bring up Peyton Schultz, also a power hitter. Or a power hitter. Garrett Felix not as much so, but you get the point.
17 walks, 4 higher than the second most, 13 from Wilkinson of the Gaithersburg Giants, count 2-0. And if we look at how many walks he's averaging for plate appearance, where are my sabermetric stats? Come on. He's walking. Please. He's walking 1/3 of his plate appearances.
Wow.
And his balls to strikeouts is .692, meaning for every walk he gains, he strikes out 0.7 times. So it's 10 walks is 7 Ks. That's outstanding for a hitter. Hit foul, count now moves to 2-2. He's just got that consistency at the plate. Does not swing when he does not need to.
Yeah, he's got the patience, and that's, part of the reason he walks so much, but also we've seen him get a little more aggressive lately, especially in desperate times. This is one of those, but also could take the walk and load the bases, so a little bit of room to work with.
Yeah, the 2-2 fouled off. That's what batting cleanup kind of tasks you with. It's different than batting leadoff, and it shows his intelligence as a player that he understands the job.
I've really liked this decision to move him to cleanup. I think obviously he was a good leadoff hitter, but Nowak has been doing the job since he arrived. And I think that, again, Garrett Felix, obviously haven't seen too much from these players, but definitely one of the smartest players on this team. He really knows what to do when, and it really shows here as he has patience in this number 4 slot.
Pickoff attempt no good. Pitre safe. Hartlob readies. Nods on the pitch. The 2-2. Grounded towards the third baseman. Tracking over his off shack. The throw to first is good. That'll end the inning. The Aces escape giving up just 1 run, leaving Pitre and Wingett stranded. But the Train do tack that 1 run on. Now trailing 3-1. And you know what time it is.
Yes, we do. I'm looking to see who's coming out on the mound just to hopefully make this moment perfect for us. Oh, I think that's him.
Yeah, it is. Luke Baker.
Oh, my gosh. So exciting. So, yeah, we've got the Baker dog here with us.
Oh, I got to turn the camera.
I was going to say, you got to get a visual.
Oh, God, I hate this old tripod. Let me know if it looks okay.
All right, I might have to scoot in.
Yeah, come on over.
All right, so let me hold up the dogs for the people.
That's not in the shot. That's just a box. Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I was going to tilt it. There you go.
Don't get on my lap.
So you can see them. Here you go, Nick.
I love the way they're like butterfly. It reminds me of the thing from Stranger Things, but in a good way.
The Demogorgon?
Yeah, the Demogorgon.
Oh.
Am I wrong?
No, you're actually completely right. All right, Catalyst. So, again, just going to confirm what we're eating with the Catalyst Twitter. Just don't want to get it wrong.
I'm pretty sure it's cream cheese, cheddar, bacon, onion, and a hot dog, and a bun.
Let's see. Yeah. Cool Hand Luke with the K or reverse K. So pretty good. Bacon, creamy cheese sauce, then the cheddar sprinkled on top, and onion. So it's not, I don't think it's cream cheese. I think it's just a creamy cheese sauce.
Oh, I was hyped for cream cheese, but this makes more sense, does it not?
There's a little graphic for you. You can see it. Pretty cool.
All right.
All right.
I can't wait any longer, Allie.
Okay. Sorry.
Here, move in more. I can scoot this way. Ready? He's on the mound. It's official. Here's to Luke. I love cheese. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. I love cheese.
I'm going to go with the one bite. Everybody knows the rules for my review. But that is really good. The cheese sauce is, like, really good. I can't wait to see what Catalyst creates for other players because this is a hot start. Hopefully Luke Baker's pitching performance can be as good as his Catalyst hot dog.
First pitch inside for a ball. I guess you guys want to see Luke, not us eating the Luke Baker dog. Thank you again to our friends at Catalyst. Coming up next might be a Nicholas Del Prado dog. We don't have, we got some insiders.
That's what Chris teased on the broadcast when he came up here. He talked about doing a dog with Nick. So we'll see. That could be next. You never know. I wasn't expecting the Luke Baker dog. That was a surprise announcement on Twitter that I was very excited to see.
2-1 count.
Oh, not the chewing, Nick.
Sorry. Mouth stuffed with dog. It's so good. 2-2. I love cheese so much. I said that on the yesterday's cast, but I'll say it again. I love cheese.
I know. I do too. It's like one of my favorite foods again.
You have a favorite kind of cheese? The 2-2. In the dirt, count now full.
Yeah, I do actually. Well, I like different cheeses for different things, but overall my favorite is Manchego.
Okay.
It's a Spanish cheese, and it's really good with like some chorizo and a cracker, and like that's my favorite charcuterie.
Pretty sure I've had it before. Popped up towards right field. That is deep hit, but will it stay fair? It is gone. That one hit the middle of that tree out there, if you guys can see it, the thick one with the bare bottom, and it's a homer for Friend.
Friend, again, the monster behind the plate matches it at bat. We had talked about earlier, his batting average wasn't great. He was more of a defensive kind of guy, but gets it done here against Luke Baker, unfortunately, and tacks on another run for the Aces.
Yeah, his second homer of the season, but batting just 194, a power guy behind the plate, and he delivers against Luke Baker on Luke Baker Day. The cheese is just kind of ruminating in my mouth, if I use that word correctly. I think I did. First pitch of the at-bat coming in here for Harity. It'll just miss, count 1-0. Harity singled in his last at-bat. called off. Count 1-1. I need to get to Twitter. I need to tweet. I love you, Catalyst Hot Dogs, right now.
They must know.
This cannot wait. This is urgent.
I mean, again, we're journalists. We try to be honest about everything, and we would not be giving these hot dogs as good of a review if they weren't that good. They just really are, and if you get to Povich, you must have one.
Also, for reference, I was ready to get them myself, and they're like, oh, you guys want them? I'm like, yes.
I know. Patrick came up, our assistant GM Patrick came up and was like, hey, Chris wants to see you guys down on the concourse, and we were like, all right, and we go down there. He's like, I got to send you some Luke Baker dogs if you want them, and we were like, of course we want them. Thank you for the offer.
The way Patrick phrased it was, Chris needs to see you about Luke's dogs.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, did we do something with Luke's dogs? What did we do? Luke has a dog? And he's like, the hot dogs. Jeez. I'm like, oh, all right, that's on me. The 3-1. That'll land in the zone. Not walking quite yet, Harry. Count full.
Yeah, I mean, just thank you to Catalyst. You treat us you spoil us, honestly. At this point, they gave us the trio to try. Then Chris came up here himself, and now this, it's just ridiculous.
That pitch will miss. Harity does get his walk. And back-to-back not base runners, back-to-back things for the aces, a homer and then a walk. Wolf will come up. He flew out in the second, struck out in the first, 0 for 2. Aces line up really just running around the train here to get started. 4 runs in just 3 innings. Ball high, count 1-0.
Really the first time we've seen the train early pitching struggling this much. Again, last night there were some issues, but it mostly came from later relievers.
1-0. That'll land, count 1-1.
And tonight it's really been not, again, a tough showing for Brandon Clark as he's recovering from injury. He pushed that 3rd inning and unfortunately gave up the 2 runs. Now Luke Baker is struggling here a bit as well. Can the train kind of rebound?
Good pitch from Luke Baker there. The lefty heat gets him chasing. It's now 1-2. It's the Mario things are getting hard, or the final lap music. You would know if you ever, played Mario Kart more than once.
Just the one time while babysitting.
Missing out. The 1-2. That'll miss, count 2-2. I played Mario Kart once around my 21st. I had just turned 21, so we were drinking heavily. I don't remember what happened. The 2-2. Struck him out, swinging. Luke Baker's in this game now, first out.
There we go. Luke Baker getting into business.
I'm so good at Mario Kart. Point is, I don't remember racing, and I just remember the end winning and going, I don't think I moved the controller. I don't remember that. I'm just a god.
It was all a blur.
It was all a blur. All I saw was Luigi cross the finish line and go, oh yeah! And then I'm like, oh, I won. I did it. First pitch here. Showing bunt. He'll lay down a nice one. Charging across his Baker, though. He'll get there. The turn, the throw. Not in time. Speedy Tellier pushes Harity to second, and now it's 2 runners on.
That is the 7th hit, I think, on the day for the Aces. So their bat's hot. 7 hits already just in the top of the 4th here. Just the 1 out as well. Runner in scoring position. And again, this inning started with a home run from the catcher, Friend.
I believe it's the 6th. Oh, no, 7th. They haven't tallied the homer. That pitch, a strike, count 0-1 here.
I'm going to say, I think it was 5 from Clark, and now the 2. Our microphones are acting up again, so I think we should unplug, replug.
Huh. You don't hear it this time.
Took care of robot crackling noise that we know it sounds like when that happens, so just let us know in the comments. Again, we appreciate you guys so much at home for telling us when things go wrong, because we can't tell ourselves.
Misses 2-1, but staying behind is Schiavone. Telling Offshack, get back to the bag. Actually, probably signaling Petra, get to the bag. See, that bird right there, I was walking to the Pove. This tiny little bird starts flying towards my head. I'm like, oh, he's going to go up. He doesn't hesitate, and I have to duck as this thing zooms right above me. It was going to kamikaze into my head. The 2-1 misses, 3-1. Bird's really just aggressive here at the Pove. I don't know why that's the story I decided to tell.
You're certain it was that specific bird?
Same shape, same little brown body.
That looks like the most generic bird I've ever seen.
Still, I think me and whatever that bird is are now enemies. A walk will load the bases here against Luke Baker. Kuntz reaches first. Tellier will be pushed to second, and Harity will move all the way to third.
Big Train really need to get out of this one here. Luke Baker now a home run, 2 walks, the bunt single, and just the 1K. He can minimize the damage here if he can retire some batters and leave all 3 of these runners stranded. But
First pitch to Boyd, swing and a miss, off to a good start.
yeah, that is a good start, but definitely a stressful situation for the Big Train here. They've not been down by this much early in quite some time.
Boyd so far today, a walk, a single, and a run scored. He'll foul that off. Tracking is Wingett. He's coming in. He'll make the catch. It stays fair. Throw into home to try and beat Harity, not in time. A sac fly for Boyd will bring home Harity. Aces now lead 5-1.
I think this is, I guess, I always forget about our lovely friends, the Crop Dusters. I was going to say, we haven't seen a team score this many runs against the Train other than last night's 6-6 extravaganza, I think since that last Crop Dusters game with the 25 runs.
Yeah, the Train have been so consistent at keeping teams quiet with their pitching. This is the first time anything has been slightly askew since that 12-13.
Yeah. Audio is fixed. Thank you, Jim, at home. We appreciate you.
The 0-0 fouled off, count 0-1. Let me see our results. Oh, this is the schedule graph. Why when we click schedule does it come up with the JPEG of the graphic? That is just counterproductive to everyone. Yeah, last time we gave up 5 or more runs was actually the last time we played the Aces. We beat them 7-5. That one hit down the left field line, foul. We have not given up more than 5 runs. We've only done that twice in the season to the Giants and the Braves.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say, it hasn't happened frequently. Even when the Big Train bats were a bit quieter earlier in the season, the pitching was really getting it done and making sure that those games remained close and strong defensively. So this is really just not the best start, and hopefully the offense can heat up and start to compensate a bit.
You know, this is a night that we're going to need all of our pitching. The 0-2, it'll miss 1-2, considering we threw 7 guys on the mound last night in what's a 10-inning unfinished affair against the Dusters.
Quite a few guys. It was really a bullpen kind of game. Caleb Woltz was just going to get the start for 1 inning. Then we saw Del Prado, who went for quite a few, but then again, guys had to keep coming in.
1-2. That'll bounce in the dirt. Escapes Schiavone, but he's got it. Count now 2-2. Yeah, we saw Waltz for 1, Del Prado for 4, Richie for 1 and a third, Frida for a third, and then the other Richie, Jackson Richie, Jack Weeks, and Marcus Dukes. Ducks.
I think it's Ducks.
I think you're right.
Ducks?
Ducks. The 2-2. Hit down the third base line, foul again. The at-bat continues.
Sullivan really continuing here. And this is the third at-bat for the Aces order as we go down the line. The Train batters, when they come back, Schultz will just be doing his second. So pitching performance much better from the Aces today.
That pitch fouled off. Staying alive is the DH Sullivan, who is 0 for 2 tonight. Oh my God, the heat and the hot dog have me like schlumped. Gonna take a mid-inning nap.
Power nap mid-inning.
Kidding, I'm just gonna pound the rest of this dog mid-inning. Who am I kidding? Luke Baker, 1 strike away from ending this inning. The pitch is in, the 2-2. Hit hard out to left field, tracking. Can Luke Nowak get there? He does. Luke Nowak makes the running catch, and that'll end the inning. But the Aces tack on 2 more. They now lead 5-1 here from Shirley Povich Field. Got to put my mic back on. Leading off for the big train, it's Peyton Schultz, who's at first base tonight. Struck out in his last at-bat. He held it back. Count 1-0.
Hartlob with a really impressive performance. 5 Ks, the 3 hits, 1 walk, 1 run. So he is putting on a show. Again, he's started quite a few times for this team, just never against the train.
This is the top of the 4th now. I think this is Hartlob's best performance of the season. He hasn't given up a run yet. He's given up an average of 7.2 runs per 9 so far. The 2-0, low and away, 3-0. Hopefully, if Schultz can draw this walk, the train can take advantage of that. It's Schultz, Rogers on deck, and Cobb in the hole. Oh, and the sun's going down, which means we can actually see the whole field now. The 3-0. Popped up foul. That's coming back by us. Where'd that go? I lost track of it in the sky. I hit the ceiling. 3-1 now. I actually thought that one might just dip right into us. I was excited.
No, never. We're like not on the correct trajectory, I don't think.
We do have a ball, though, now, because I found one loose in the shed, and I claimed it. The 3-1. Low and away. Schultz, patient, on base for the first time today, draws a walk.
Hey, get there how you'll get there. The train definitely need to get some runners on and make something happen.
Second walk of the day for Hartlob. Big Train have left 3 runners on base so far, but have tallied just 3 hits and 1 run.
Hartlob, a Midwestern boy from Milwaukee, so he made quite the trip to come play in the Ripken League this summer.
He played at Ball State. Only appeared in .2 innings, I believe, though. Pitch high, count 1-0.
I'd love to know his take on the Baker dog. It's quite cheese forward, so a guy from Wisconsin maybe would have a pretty honest review. Maybe that's what he'll do when he leaves the mound.
I mean, that's what I would do. We saw at the Duster Stadium the guys devouring snow cones pregame.
I know, our guys are loving the Crop Duster Stadium with the snow cones. Both games I've seen, the pitchers who aren't in the rotation for that night have just been crowding the snow cone stand.
The 1-1. That'll be called a strike and caught in between the bases. Uh-oh, Peyton Schultz. Oh, and the pitch goes wild, or the pass goes wild. Schultz will get back to first safely.
That was lucky for Peyton Schultz.
Yeah, also, how have we not given in and gotten snow cones yet? At least, how have I not given in?
And it was so hot that first time we were there, so I'm surprised. Honestly, I think my biggest concern was my mouth turning blue and then filming a post-game video, which we have not been able to do because neither game has ended. However, in theory, I would film a post-game video interview, and my mouth would be blue because I would definitely get some sort of blue flavor.
Blue flavors, blue raspberry. What else is blueberry?
We go to only on Monday the 11th, so let's get snow cones.
The 1-2. I'm writing that down. We're doing snow cones. Popped up to right field, tracking back. Well fielded there by the right fielder Boyd, and that'll be the first out of the inning, an F9 for Rogers. All right, that's right.
Maybe we can do a food review at another field.
Oh yeah.
So we could review the snow cones.
We gotta talk to the people from Brewster's at least just to make sure they can have cones ready for us to run down, grab them, and come back up. I will pay them in advance because I want ice cream.
We could also do it now me and Nick are just brainstorming a little insight into our minds. You're welcome at home. We could also just do it they get here at 6, so when gates open, we could do a pregame video with them for Twitter or show it on the broadcast.
The 0-0 fouled off first pitch to Cobb. Yeah, this is honestly what Allie and I do for at least an hour and a half a day is just either text or talk you want to do this? Or how about this? And then back and forth, back and forth. Okay, we have a plan now.
Yeah, lots of conversing and creating. Got to be creative. Got to find ways to keep the broadcast fresh. Today we had Abby and hot dogs, a double whammy for you.
The 0-1 misses, count 1-1. Eventually, I really want to get a pitcher in and do a pitching grip thing like they do on MLB TV. Just, a guy will show you, here's how I throw my changeup. My knuckles are back. I do something a little different. I tilt a little more to the right, gives it more vertical depth, whatever they want to say. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Hefty caught from Cobb. Count now 1-2.
Yeah, I think that would be really cool. And then we're also brainstorming some more fun social media content for you guys. You've heard us talk about it, and many of you are the lovely moms and dads of these players. They've got some awesome personalities that we want to showcase.
Fouled off. Cobb stays at 1-2. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff we want to do with this team. There's a lot that we can do.
Yeah, so we want to make sure that some of our social media, other than just interviews and stories and things like that, is also fun stuff that highlights the community here and how awesome these players are. So working on it.
They're fun guys. Heart lob. Oh, pickoff attempt. Sneaky, sneaky. Schultz is safe, though.
Little step forward. He almost lunged for it.
Oh, now there's a light breeze coming in. I'm sure the players love it just as much as we do. Hart lob looking for his 6th K of the day. The pitch. That'll miss. Count 2-2.
Cobb at bat here for quite some time. And on deck, Schiavone.
Hart lob, because of his very small sample size of .2 innings, a 94.5 ERA.
So is this his first start?
No, sorry, that was in college at Ball State.
Oh.
I should have specified.
I was like, what? We were just talking about the games he started.
You know, he's gone 10-plus innings, an ERA of 7, giving up, I don't know the math, there are a couple of runs each game. I think 12 runs total.
Well, he's heating up against the best team in the league here, so really great look for the Aces.
The 2-2 from the man. Oh, and he gets him his 6th K of the day. Yeah, he's heating up at the right time, Allie.
And it's just the bottom of the 4th, so this game's moving a bit slower tonight, and we've seen a lot of these pitchers that are performing well, pushing 5. So should he take care of Schiavone here, I would guess we're going to see Hartlov in the bottom of the 5th.
Oh, my God, the game is moving slow. It's been an hour and a half. Wow.
Yeah, it's a slow one here tonight. Getting into the dog days of summer, right? Or is that August?
I think that's July and August. We're not in the dog days yet.
We're close.
I forget what the farmer. That was a question on Jeopardy the other night. This period of days was designated as what by the Farmer's Almanac, and was the dog days.
That was the first pop-up pickoff attempt from Jack Friend, and it was good. Schultz had to die for it, like we said. Friend was quite effective with the putouts at Alexandria this past week.
Dog days are July 3rd to August 11th, and yes, he really was. He was chucking that ball over to second. That one fouled off, count 1-1. Google dog days. The first thing that comes up is Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Dog days.
Oh, yeah.
Classic 4th book in the series.
I never saw the movies. I just read the books. I probably didn't even read. I probably read like 3 or 4 of them.
I think I read like 4 or 5, and I remember the first movie, but I did not see the Roderick Rules movie. The 1-1. Ball low and away. 2-1. Did you see like the internet was memeing the new Roderick because he looked so different?
It was off-brand Roderick.
Yeah, Kmart. Or is Kmart
yeah,
is
like
Kmart still
Walmart. I think people say like the Walmart version of XYZ is
no,
like
you're right.
a poorly executed dupe.
2-1. That'll land 2-2. No, strike 3. That'll end the inning. Apologies. Scoreboard is off. Schiavone goes down looking. And back-to-back Ks pushes Hartlob to 7, and he keeps the big train in check. They trail 1-4. First time we're seeing a guy 2 games in a row. It's Marcus Dux on the mound. He came in the 10th against the Dusters last night, struck out Mershon and Booma, and then got Milan to ground into a 4-3 in his 1 inning of action.
Yeah, to be fair, Dux just arrived because he is a Hokie, so it is the first time we're seeing a guy 2 nights in a row, but kind of weird circumstances that left him here. He's just arrived. They want to get him in, and he only got to pitch that 1 inning of relief because, again, Crop Dusters game ended early. So gets another shot here, and I was impressed last night. Hopefully he can continue.
The Crop Dusters didn't serve the best burgers in the league. I'd be very upset with that stadium. Popped up to center field, charging his DM Jefferson, and he'll get there.
Nice read there from Jefferson, making sure Hakopian was taken care of early because he's been quite dangerous tonight. He did have that double that brought in 2 runs.
Yeah, and he's singled in the first. He's possibly looking for a cycle here. At the plate now is Offshack. He's 0 for 2 today. Grounded out to short and struck out swinging. First pitch of the at-bat from Ducks. That'll miss. Count 1-0.
These have been pretty long. We've seen a lot of 1, 2, 3 innings from the very talented Big Train pitching staff. Last night, I think Del Prado had 3 or 4 in a row, but it has been about 5 batters an inning here.
That pitch will land for a strike, 1-1. I believe you are almost exactly correct with that. 18 plus.
It was 5 and 5 from Clark, and then a 6 in the third from him.
23 over 4. That's 5.75-ish.
Yeah. And then it was 7, unfortunately, for Luke Baker. So, yeah, not the most efficient night from the Big Train Arms.
Hakopian ahead in the count against Ducks here, 2-1. Or, sorry, not Hakopian, Offshack. He'll take that pitch for a strike, though. Count 2-2.
Get him to swing. Good stuff from Ducks. Again, like I just said, it's been quite long innings with quite a few batters faced, so Ducks with a chance here to speed things up for the Train defensively.
The 2-2. Ball inside. I love the ump. We were playing a sound there, and the ump like waves over his head, and I guess our boys picked up that meant cut it. Count now full to Offshack. The 3-2 misses. That'll be a walk for Offshack. First time he's reached base so far today. Offshack now is tied with Friend for leading his team with 9 walks on the season.
And I think in his short time with the Train so far, it's the first time we've seen Ducks send a runner.
Yes, because he got 3 straight outs against the Dusters.
Yeah, very efficient last night and only.
Now it'll be the man who did a lot of damage last inning, Jacob Friend. He'll take the first pitch as a strike. Of course, Friend sent that bomb deep to right field, giving memories of Hunter Renfro with that one.
Oh, Train legend.
It actually landed right by the Hunter Renfro 11.
Friend did have 1 home run coming into this game, so his second on the season.
Ball low and away. That'll send Offshack to second. See, I'm pretty sure that's the normal use of the ball has gone out of play, because that went straight into the dugout, and the umpire just said, like, 1 base. That was a rule we saw, where was that, SoCo Metro, when we were the heads spinning, trying to figure out what had happened?
Yeah, that was bizarre. We'll be back against the Braves to finish that game on Monday. 2 weeks ago, June 27th, felt so far away, and we're already there, which is crazy.
We're already almost halfway through the season.
Yeah.
Time flies when you're having fun. The 1-1 from Ducks, high and away. Jeez, what am I going to do with it? I'm going to have free time. What am I going to do with that?
Travel.
Yeah, I know. You're traveling the moment the season ends. Where are you headed again?
I'm going up to New England.
Oh, that's right.
I'm doing New Hampshire and Maine and then potentially Cape Cod.
The 2-1 misses, count 3-1. I'm going to Hilton Head, I think, in the middle of August, possibly. Depends on how much I have to do for my other job. And if I want to go home or not.
My friends just texted me that they're on the way to Kiowa. I'm quite jealous.
I am also jealous. The 3-1. Ground ball to second base. That'll be a nice play there. Oh, his foot came off the bag. He's safe. Oh, no. Peyton Schultz. The throw just off from the second baseman, Garrett Felix. First time he's in the infield. And Friend will reach first, putting runners in the corners.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate little misstep there from Peyton Schultz. well fielded by Garrett Felix, but the throw came in just a little high, and Schultz kind of had to jump for it, make sure it didn't go completely wild. So this inning just continuing for the Aces.
Runners in the corners now against Ducks, just one out, and that'll bring up Harity again, who drew a walk in his last at-bat. Ball high, count 1-0. I am jealous of anyone who's on vacation right now. I would love to be, honestly, I want to be somewhere cold. Or somewhere cooler. I'd love to be on a lake right now. That's ideal. The 1-0. Hit hard over Petre. He can't get there. That'll go out to left field to Nowak. Nowak will get it in time, but scoring off that is off Shack, and the Aces extend their lead 6-1.
So, I believe the most runs given up. Oh, never mind. I always forget about the 13 runs that only has from that incomplete game. I take back what I was going to say, but definitely one of the weaker performances from the Big Train defensively this evening. Aces just really in control of this game.
Yeah, they are running it right now. Going back to the top of the order, it's Wolf. He's 0 for 3 tonight, but he'll smack that one out to right field, popping up, charging it as Wingett. Can he get there in time? And he does. No one's going to tag up as Trey makes a good play. Duck's doing his job, though, covering third. Love to see that hustle from your pitcher. And that'll bring up Tellier, who has 2 singles today. He's 2 for 3. Chance to end the inning for Ducks here. That one popped up past first base. And the bases are low. No, he's coming home. That'll send home, I believe that's Friend. Yes, it is Friend. Harity now on second. And Tellier on first.
It actually looked like Peyton Schultz almost got his glove on it, and it kind of either bounced out or he might have dropped it. I'm not sure what happened, but I think there was some contact there. So again, a little unfortunate misstep for the Train infield.
Yeah, again, that'll be the second run of the inning. Ducks now facing Kuntz. First pitch goes out for a ball. On deck is Boyd, and then in the hole is Sullivan, and then we would have completed 9 batters, but hopefully Ducks can get this inning over before we reach that point.
Honestly, I mean, with the decision to pull Baker after 1, I'm thinking we're going to have another deep run through the Train bullpen tonight, unless someone comes out here and really impresses and pushes.
No, this could derail the season, honestly. Having all these arms playing 2 games in an 11-game stretch. They're going to need someone rested, and they're going to have to lean on their starters to push deep now. It's going to change the strategy for Coach Lopez, and we'll see how they react to that. First big sign of adversity I think they're going to be seeing this season is arm tiredness. The 2-0. Ball high count, 3-0. Speaking of arm tiredness, Ducks struggling to find the zone here, possibly wearing thin after pitching an inning last night as well. A short inning, albeit. The 3-0. That'll miss. 4-pitch walk sends Kuntz to his base. That'll be the second walk of the inning. Tellier now on second and Harity on third. The bases, again, they're loaded.
Yeah, I mean, here comes the mound visit. I'm guessing based on what we've seen so far, they'll let Ducks try to get himself out of this one, but definitely a much-needed talk here. And I'll be interested to see who they bring in. I don't really see a scenario where the Train staff pushes him past the 1 inning.
Yeah, Ducks so far, 2 outs, 2 walks, 3 hits, 2 runs given up. Lopez out there on the mound talking to him. At the plate, facing Ducks as he will stay in is Boyd. Boyd is 1 for 2 tonight with a sac fly RBI.
I mean, the Aces, the number 2 team in this league, they're 8-5 coming into tonight. The Train 11-1, so a much better record, but it's been quite the streak for Bethesda, and obviously all, if not most, streaks come to an end. Tonight might be the night, but the Aces really making a push here.
Yeah, last time we played them at Alexandria, it got heated. Popped up, tracking as the center fielder. Can DM Jefferson get there in time? It looks like it's going to drop. That'll land. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. And coming home is the third, and he will beat the tag. A 3-run double for Boyd.
Oh, my goodness. Now we're up to 10 runs for the Aces, yes?
Yep.
So score 10-1 for the first time. The Train themselves, honestly, in jeopardy of the mercy rule. So it's just not been the night. And what a hit for Boyd. That one just landed perfectly in the gap between center and right.
Yeah, Boyd so far today, 4 RBIs, a double and a single, and a run scored. He's been red hot. That'll bring up the 9th batter of the inning, Sullivan, who hopefully they can end the inning on. He's 0 for 3 tonight. He'll pop that one up deep left center field, back by the wall, and the catch is made by Nowak right against the fence. The inning ends, but it's a heartbreaker and a heart pounder. 5 runs scored from the Aces. The Train now trail the most they've trailed all season, 10-1, Allie.
Yeah, this is really not great because, again, in those games where we have seen the Train give up this many runs, it's kind of been weird because they've been matching it hitting-wise. Again, that 12-13 score unfinished. Only last night they gave up quite a few, but again, it was 6-6 heading into extras. So it's the first time that they've really trailed by this much, and it's an unfortunate sight, but it looks like Hartlob's going to be staying on the mound for the 5th. I'll be interested to see who the Train bring in next. The Bats are really going to need to do something, but Hartlob with, honestly, the game of probably one of the best of his career if we're looking at those stats from college and the Ripken League so far.
Yeah, he'll face Wingett, Nowak, Jefferson after this. Wingett dancing in the moonlight. Can he get the Big Train dancing in the sunlight here? One of the few players to get a hit for the Train. He singled in his first plate appearance. Gosh. Looking around the league, tell you the Giants beat the T-Bolts 8-3, and now they lead the T-Bolts 1-0. Grays lead the Braves 5-0 in the 7th, and as you know, Aces lead the Train 10-1. First pitch ball. Hartlob, that was his pitch before his 70th pitch. This will be his 70th pitch now. The 1-0, and that'll miss. Count 2-0 to Trey Wingett.
Big Train definitely need to really fight back offensively. Obviously, it's going to take an improvement on the pitching side, but the Bats are really going to have to match it. Again, Aces with a 9-run lead.
Hartlob comes in. He'll find the zone there. He's not done yet. Count 2-1 to Trey.
And I think a big part of that is going to be not leaving runners stranded, which has happened today quite a bit.
So far, 4 runners stranded. 2 of them had reached scoring position. 2 of them had reached third at that. That pitch will miss. Now count heavily in Trey's favor, 3-1.
Just a second at bat for Trey Wingett, so that speaks to the efficiency of Hartlob tonight. It's been quite a show from him.
The 3-run from Hartlob, that'll land in the dirt. Wingett will take his base. And could this be the start of a raucous comeback for the Big Train?
One can only hope.
Now at the plate is Luke Nowak, who's been having an uncharacteristically slow night. He's been a little cold for the last 2.5 games. struck out twice so far tonight, but now would be a beautiful time for him to break back into that form of his. Trey on first. We know he's got some speed on him. Could he use that here? Trey Wingett. That ball popped up foul. Wingett, 2 stolen base attempts. He made it successfully both times on this season.
They even brought him in, I think, last night to pinch run for Sean Lane, so I know he has the speed.
Didn't he steal a base last night?
I think he did, yeah.
Or maybe it was an advance on a wild pitch. Let me check my statistics. I don't know. I didn't write it down. Oops. That, a pickoff attempt. He's still there. Actually, from what I have, Wingett did not steal a base last night, but I may have missed it.
Last night was quite long. First extra innings game we've seen from the Train so far.
Could we see another tonight? Odds are saying no, but the Train could be saying yes. No walk hits that one deep, but it'll go foul. Count 0-2 now. No walk behind in the count here to Hartlob, who has 7 Ks on the day already. The windup and the pitch. Grounded. Hartlob feels it well to the shortstop. That's 1 and across to first, not in time. So that'll be a fielder's choice 1-6. Nowak will reach first, but Wingett will be caught.
It was a nice little defensive play from Hartlob there. He's been having himself a night, like you just said, 7 Ks. That one just got perfectly in his glove, and really nice quick turnaround to get Wingett out.
Now comes up DM Jefferson, one of those runners, left stranded on third. He reached third after singling in the first and then advancing 2 bases on a wild pitch. Showing bunt here, but that'll go down as a strike as he pulls back. Count 0-1.
Hartlob coming into this evening, 11 Ks. So he's tacked on 7 more. Could reach 20 tonight.
And the pitch from Hartlob. Hit by DM Jefferson, charging in from left field. Oh, my God, well shifted. The left fielder, Hakopian, to cover that shallow center left area. He was right there where he needed to be. And that'll be a fly out for TM Jefferson. I almost called him Thomas Jefferson. Because last night we saw TJ actually at the Dusters game.
Yeah, Thomas Jefferson, from the mascot from the Nats games, pulled up to the Crop Dusters field again. Those guys always putting on quite the show over at First Responder Field, and last night was certainly no exception. Our fellow broadcaster from their team was wearing a American flag suit.
I just realized something. I was looking at all the stuff we've got piled up, all the tech, the stuff that we're doing for the food trial next time. I just realized there's going to come a day where we have to clear out this booth, and we won't have her come back.
That's really sad to think about.
I know. Why did that just hit me now? We still have a whole month and a chunk of baseball to go. That pitch will miss. Count 1-0. It's Emilian Pitre at the plate. He's 1 for 2 tonight. His hit streak has continued the past 6 games. The 1-0 from Hartlob. That'll miss. 2-0 to Pitre. Hartlob just a step slower this inning, but by no means has he fallen off a cliff, just throwing a couple more balls than he used to. Than he did in an inning prior. He hasn't aged.
Back in the day.
Back in my day, Hartlob was throwing strikes. That one hit up the middle. Well done by Pitre. Almost taking Hartlob's head off, incidentally, of course. That'll send, who's on first now? That'll send Nowak to second. And on base with a single, Emilian Pitre.
Pitre really, really doing a good job here in this number 3 slot. That's 2 innings in a row where he's, or not 2 innings in a row, but 2 at-bats in a row where he's been tasked with keeping the Train alive with 2 outs. He had the RBI single that drove home the lone run of the day for Bethesda, and now another run tacked on to bring up Garrett Felix.
Felix comes up yesterday 0 for 4 with a walk. He has not reached base in his last 4 at-bats.
Uncharacteristic of him.
Very uncharacteristic. Hartlob, the first pitch coming into Felix. Friend trying to check over on first, actually, keeping an eye on Emilian Pitre.
No, he's a threat. That pop-up is so fast from Friend.
Oh my God, he's like a Pop-Tart coming out of the toaster. Just bang, you straight up. The 0-1. That'll go low and away. Count now 1-1 to Garrett Felix. Again, the lead leader in walks. Should he walk here, it'd bring up slugger Peyton Schultz, which could be big.
Jacob Friend was the number 11 catcher out of Virginia in high school, so living up to that here.
The 1-1. Felix fouls back. That one was deflected off the net and then took a low angle.
That was probably one of the closer calls we've seen in terms of this booth. Again, I don't want to say I'm so certain we're off the trajectory because you never know. And when I say that, just one day it's going to happen.
Yeah, it'll find a way to whistle past me and just hit you here.
Yeah, but that was pretty close. As close as close can get.
There are children running behind center field. You see them out there?
Yeah.
I was like, what is that moving in the net? The 1-2. Ball high and away. That'll allow both runners to advance at base. Now on third is the leadoff hitter Nowak, and second is Petre. That's 2 runners in scoring position for the Train.
Felix with a real opportunity here now. Train desperately needs something on offense right now.
Where's the amp up music? Come on,
I know.
Jack.
Maybe they've been deterred by the ump.
Make him eject Jack. That's what I want. I want him fighting on the airwaves. The 2-2 coming in from Hart lob to Felix. Popped up. It's going to go foul. Coming over is the first baseman, and he will make the catch. That'll end the inning. 2 runners left in scoring position as a fly out to first base from Felix will close out the 5th. Now in the top of the 6th, we'll likely have a pitching change. We'll keep you updated here on Big Train. Now batting for the Alexandria Aces is number 11, Eddie Hakopian. But now on the mound for the Bethesda Big Train is Evan Marcinko. Ducks will go just 1 2/3.
No, just one.
Well, just one. Apologies. I forgot that Baker finished that inning. That pitch called a strike. Count 0-1 here.
Some fielding changes for the Train, some what we believe are direct substitutions. Holzmer now at second for Felix.
Grounded towards Holzheimer. You could tell it was him because the pants were so clean. He had not been playing yet today. And that is to the other sub in, Sean Lane, who came in for Schultz.
Marcinko off to a good start here. Nice little ground out.
Love a good ground out when you're behind. There's nothing like, okay, nice and easy. I can trust the fielders. Routine ground ball there.
The last one was in the top of the third to off shack, so that was when Brandon Clark was still in.
First pitch here to off shack.
Oh, speak of the devil.
Count 0-1, yeah. Maybe if we say his name one more time, he'll pop up in the booth with us like Beetlejuice. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Got off shack going at that one. Count 0-2.
Nope.
Nope.
I'm just going to say Marcinko 8 Ks in his 6th-inning pitch for the Train. 5 hits, 2 runs.
Off shack 0 for 2 today with a walk. Can Marcinko make it 0 for 3? The pitch. High and a white count 1-2.
He's also been credited with a save this season. Train would love a savior today.
The 1-2 from Marcinko. 2-2 now. He can pitch as well as he wants, though. The bats are going to have to help him out if he wants to become that winning pitcher or savior, whatever he wants to be. Hero of tonight. The 2-2. Grounded to Holzheimer again. Holzheimer charges, gets to the ball. Off shack hustling, not in time is off shack, but in time is Holzheimer for the 4-3 connection again.
Another 4-3, 2 in a row. So the two guys who just came in getting to work early here. And Marcinko, 2 outs in a row. It's looking pretty good.
Now, though, he has to face Jacob Friend, 2 for 3 tonight with that bomb of a homer in the 4th. It's lefty-lefty. We'll see what Marcinko does. First pitch. Gets at him with a slider. Count 0-1. Heat inside, Marcinko. Come on.
Got to connect with him. Be like, hear me.
That one looked like another slider, read well, but charging in is Petrie. The throw to first. Beautiful! Emilian Petrie. The 6-3 putout. And Marcinko, the first 1-2-3 inning of the game for the Train. Can the Bats take advantage of that as we enter the bottom of the 6th? You can keep chewing, don't worry. Now on the mound for the Alexandria Aces is Josh Birnbaum. He's made 3 appearances, 3.1 innings pitched. He's won a game. Just 2 runs given up in those 3 innings, 2 strikeouts and 2 walks as well.
I recognize the name. Like I said earlier, we've been starting to do that here as we're a couple weeks into our job, and so he's definitely pitched against the train before, but some fresh hitting here. Again, those direct substitutions.
Yeah, confirmed direct now. It's Sean Lane at the plate. Sean Lane started to heat up last night. He did very well with that homer and a double down or a single down the line, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Sean Lane coming in to replace Peyton Schultz, who statistically is a better hitter than him, but Schultz with the K and the walk today, not necessarily his best day power hitting wise, and Sean Lane did go yard last night.
He did. If you guys did not see the highlight, I literally am sitting there going, he's got 2 doubles in the season. He's going to go yard right now. And then smack, deep left center field, gone. Here comes the first pitch to Sean Lane. Ball high and inside. Yeah, I've decided after that I'm not predicting anything ever again in my life. Never.
Honestly, yeah, go out on a high note.
Because I used to be horrible at it. I used to watch a 3-point contest with my friends, and the joke was every time I'd try and predict what happened, I'd be dead wrong. Like, brick, swish. Swish, brick. Not great. But something happened, and I had a moment of clairvoyance there. Sean Lane having some clear vision as well. Taking 2 balls, count 2-0. The 2-0. That'll miss. Birnbaum behind here. 3-0 to the UMD slugger, Sean Lane.
Fresh bat, hopefully a fresh start for the train.
And he'll take a strike. Patience there. Count 3-1 now for Sean Lane. Sorry, what were you saying before I interrupted there?
I was just saying I hope a fresh bat means a fresh start.
Yeah, hopefully he can help wake this team up, even if it's with a walk. The 3-1. Hit out to left center field. A diving catch. The play made by the left fielder, Eddie Hakopian. And the big trainer storming out of the field. The players are off their bench. They are outraged. The ump's trying to shuffle them away, but DM Jefferson and Baylor Cobb are both still standing there. Cobb is on deck. The umpire's talking to him. He's starting to turn over now.
This is the first time we've seen this bench really get up and fight.
They're not, there's not a physical confrontation yet, but the umps now are conversing over whether or not that ball hit the ground before it reached the glove of Hakopian.
Yeah, and by fight, I mean, get up and get loud, not actually physically.
Well, we've heard these two teams have had some engaged in fisticuffs in the past.
Really?
Yes. This is our rivals. Apparently, things got heated between the coaches. I'm not going to deal, but they're not friends. The players apparently pick up that beef, and
I think that has to be old because I saw Coach Sal and their coach being pretty buddy-buddy before the game. Also, I think they got a new coach recently.
Maybe Sal's a passive-aggressive guy. Come up to him and be like, so, 5 losses. And the final decision will send Sean Lane to the dugout. That'll end as a fly ball caught by Eddie Hakopian.
I mean, obviously we can't see, but
neither can they, kind of.
Yeah, but I just feel like he got it, honestly. That's my gut feeling.
This is when we need like those high-tech cameras to zoom in and see if it takes like a mini bounce into his glove. The umpires are closer than we are, so we'll have to trust it. At the plate now is TJ Rogers. He's 0 for 2 tonight.
Well, the good news for Sean Lane is Hakopian with that incredible catch going to be his teammate in the fall, so if anyone's going to do it, might as well be your future college bud.
Maybe they're going to have some beef once they first get to the team. Sean Lane's going to be like, yo, boy, you did not catch that ball. Why you lying, Eddie? Another moment here. Still talking. That's Baylor Cobb, I believe, number 28. They're going to shove him back to the bench. Yeah, that's Evan Marcinko who was doing the talking. He was the one doing the talking, apparently, in a game against the Dusters as well.
He likes to chirp.
He likes to chirp, and I'm surprised he did not get some sort of reprimand there because I thought he was the guy on deck. He wasn't. It was 23, Baylor Cobb was with him, but 28, Evan Marcinko, was out there as well. Count 2-0 now. And he was trying to fight for his teammate there. Not very happy with the call. Of course, they have a better view than we do, and honestly, a better view than the Aces bench does as well. Aces bench was just quiet. Honestly, smart decision. They weren't there for it. The 2-0. Holds back. TJ now has got a 3-0 count. Seems like they might have gotten into the head of the pitcher here. mean, to be fair, he threw 3 straight balls to Sean Lane as well.
Yeah, that was really a credit to Hakopian. Barenbaum, he really got Barenbaum out of a jam there.
The 3-0. Rogers will take a strike straight down the middle. So same exact thing as Sean Lane. 3 straight balls and then a pitch lobbed down the middle. Count 3-1. We'll see if something dramatic happens again here with the same count. The 3-1. Comes in for a strike. Count now full to Thomas Rogers. That's right. Called him by his government name.
Rogers 0 for 2 today at the plate, so has really not been his game.
Birnbaum, the 3-2. Fouled off. Rogers stays alive against Josh Birnbaum. I feel like there's a lot of J names in this league.
Jay is in first name Jay or last name?
First name.
How many do we have?
We got
Tonight we have...
Jack Weeks, Jackson Ritchie, Jason Schiavone, John Kramer, Jordan Little.
Okay, yeah.
And then the Aces have, well, here comes the 3-2. Taken for ball 4. Rogers will take his base. The Aces have J.T. Carter, Joe Shapiro, of course, Jacob Snell, Jacob Friend, Jacob Hartlob. They have 3 Jacobs, and Josh Birnbaum. That's 6 J names.
I mean, to be fair...
Common names.
Yeah, J names are everywhere.
I think there's a conspiracy that there's a Cal Ripken League lean towards J names. T.J. Rogers.
That's a stretch.
I think I'm onto something. And now we're ball standing because it's making the heat less of a problem.
I was going to say, it's nicer to stand.
Getting the breeze from outside as things start to cool down here. First pitch of the at-bat fouled off by Bako. Baylor Cobb 0 for 2 today, 2 Ks. Again, a great performance from Hartlob. 5 innings, 7 Ks, 4 hits, 1 run given up.
Yeah, it was quite the show. The lone run from the train, an RBI single bringing home. I don't remember who came home, but it was Petre who hit it.
This pitch comes in outside, count 1-1. You mean the 1 run that scored? That was Jason Schiavone.
Schiavone got it. Yeah, Schiavone walked, that eventually came all the way around for a run, reminiscent of his 4-walk, 4-run performance at Crop Dusters last week.
That pickoff attempt, no good. T.J. Rogers still on first. The 1-1. Cobb hits that out to right field. That's deep. Back at the wall. Out of here! Baylor Cobb, a 2-run shot. His 2nd homer of the season. And the big train not done quite yet.
Bako, oh my goodness. Big stuff from him. He had been a bit cold today, striking out twice, but gets the big hit when the train needed the most. And like you said, his 2nd of the season is... That's the first big train guy to record more than 1, no?
Yeah, he is. That's 2nd homer of the season. First, I think, multi-runner home run we've seen in a while as well.
Yeah, huge. Puts another 2 on the board. Big train, again, always going to keep the fight.
And that'll bring up Jason Schiavone, who we were talking about earlier after he had that 4-walk game. Memorable performance. In a good way, of course, but just memorable that the pitchers were not throwing strikes to him. So can that revitalize the team? The bat Baylor Cobb, we were wondering if it would be the new bat Sean Lane. He almost got a single off that, but it was Baylor Cobb, a homer. Hefty swing from Schiavone, inspired by the power bat of Bako. Count 0-1.
Back-to-back home runs. We've seen 1 last night and 1 tonight for the train. First time I think that's happened. And Schiavone, a guy who's had 1 this season over at Silver Spring Tacoma.
Can we get back-to-back dingers? I would like one. The 0-1 pitch. Whoa, headhunting. I mean, actually, I think that was just a very wild breaking ball. Based on the way it was curving, it looked like it wasn't a straight fastball. Count 1-1. Wow, that was a great homer.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
I was very worried it would drop. It came just over the fence. I was worried it would get into the hands of the right fielder, but it did not. The 1-1, that did what he wanted that last pitch to do, dropping in, count 1-2, confirming nothing malicious from Birnbaum, just a lack of control. 1-2 count to Schiavone. The wind-up and the pitch. He'll take it for ball 2. Count even. The one problem with standing up is having to lean to right.
I know.
If we had standing desks.
Also, I feel cautious pressing down on this table because it seems to be loose on my end.
We might need to figure out how to get that fixed, or just put something underneath it, a pole to bear the weight of the table, maybe. I don't even know. The 2-2, taken high, count now full. Yeah, for those of you who can't see, which is everyone, the side Allie's on tonight, the desk is like falling out of the wall. It's going to come out during the season. Pitcher coming to his catcher to talk here. Sal also talking to the ump.
Wondering what that was about.
Seems like they're changing balls. Oh, Sal talking to the opposition dugout as well. I told you, the Aces and the Big Train, not on good terms. These are rivals. These are league rivals. They played in the finals last year. Train took that. But Aces looking to take their first win over the Train of the season tonight. I believe in 3 games. They lost twice to the Train, once at home and once on the road. It's a full count here to Schiavone. The 3-2. Called strike 3. First K for Birnbaum, and now there's 2 outs on the inning.
He needed that one, although luckily he's been put in a situation where he's got quite the cushion. Again, 10 runs tacked on by the Aces bats tonight. But huge there to take care of Schiavone, and now he's got to take care of Trey Wingett, though, who's reached base twice.
Yeah, here's Trey Wingett. He's had a great game for his OBP tonight, reaching on a walk and a single. He was out in the 5th, though, on that fielder's choice hit by no walk, but that out of his control. First pitch comes inside. They're going to say it hit him. Trey Wingett continues his ability to get on base today. He's got a 3 for 3 on getting on base. And that'll bring up Luke Nowak.
First time in a while we've seen Trey hit. But there it comes, and back to the top of the order.
Yeah, I wonder if he still leads the league in that statistic. Just out of harsh curiosity. Yes, now 9 hit by pitches, 4 more than the second place Emilian Petre. Now's the chance to get things rolling. It's Luke Nowak. He's 0 for 2 today, but can he tag one on here and push the speedy Trey Wingett around some bases? First pitch of the at-bat. Ball away. Sal arguing with a member of the Aces. It looks like a fan or a team member having some harsh but very clean words, actually, for his behavior. I'm not going to repeat them, though, as that would not be correct to Sal, but I told you, these teams do not like each other. They're going to take a moment now. The ump walking over to Sal, trying to tell him to calm down. Sal just standing on the edge of the dugout. Seems to be complying, but the ump turns around one more time. This would not be good. I have to assume that hopefully Marcinko's not a part of whatever's going on down there, because if he would be thrown out, we would be forced to bring in the 5th pitcher of the game, and this at-bat will resume.
I think there's some rowdiness in the pen from Alexandria. That's what our guys on the ground are telling us. So hopefully it's their issue and not ours.
Wow. 0-2 now. All right. Count 0-2 to Luke Nowak. Hopefully he can stay focused amidst the ruckus. That pitch will miss 1-2. Oh my gosh. Reports of Alexandria pitchers peeing in the dugout, and Sal is not a fan of it. That is apparently what's going on. Allegedly. The 1-2 pitch preparing from Birnbaum, looking to end the inning. The 1-2. Low, count even now.
Nowak really prolonging this at-bat here. Again, Wingett the lone runner out on first. Train have mounted somewhat of an offensive performance here. Great homer from Baylor Cobb, but can they keep things going?
The 2-2. High, fighting back into this at-bat. is no walk. Count now full. I'm trying to calm down. It looks like the infield of the Aces.
I don't know. Tensions are high here at Charlie Povich tonight. Oh, my goodness.
And it's much more like passive-aggressive than it was. The Aces game was just outright rage. Pitch number 5, or 6, I should say, is a ball. And Luke Nowak will take his base. Wingett moves to second. And the big train, building off the energy. And mound visit for Birnbaum.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he's got the heavy lead and a lot to work with. However, it's really been a tough performance for him, and they are going to take him off.
Yeah, 1K, 2 walks, 2 runs given up by Birnbaum. How many hits did he give?
Just the homer.
Just the homer. All right, everything else was either a hit by pitch or a walk.
Yep.
1 hit by pitch.
So he goes for 2/3 of an inning.
Well,
wait, are they keeping him? Did he come back? I don't know.
I can't tell. It looked like they were taking him off the mound.
But I still see a number 4.
I didn't see a body come from the pen. No, that's a different guy. That guy's got multiple numbers on his back. Coming in now for the... No. He's not the pitcher. Apologies. He was staying on the bump, but he's not the guy. I think it is going to be a different pitcher. We'll take a break here as he warms up, and we'll let you know who it is as soon as we get back.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Now on the mound is Brody Valentine from Sal Regina University from Hockessin, Delaware.
DM Jefferson hit it. That was a nice hit. It did get caught by the outfield, but a nice hit deep in his last at-bat.
First pitch, ball. DM Jefferson, he's had a good start. He's starting to get really comfortable for the train here.
I know, just his second game, and he already looks so much better than last night.
1 for 3 tonight. The 1-0. Oh, that's my voice coming through. Sorry. 2-0 now to Jefferson.
I mean, ever since that the double, where he was ultimately left stranded, unfortunately, but ever since the double, late in the 9th, I think it was, yesterday at Olney, he's really been doing the stuff here. I mean, comes from Notre Dame, a very talented program.
And he's ahead in the count now, giving him a chance to show his talents with a little less pressure. 2 outs, though, the 2-0. Hit deep to left field. That's going back. Far. Tracking. Hakopian can't get there. 1 run will score. The second run will come home as well. Jefferson pushing to third. No, he'll hold. It looks like the ball will have gone out of bounds. They'll probably rule a ground rule double on it, and that'll bring the total for the big train up to 5 runs. Unless they pull a runner back, which they might be doing. coming to talk to the third base coach. No, Jefferson back at second, and that'll leave no walk on third, so only one run will score on a ground rule double.
Still, though, huge hit for Jefferson. Just as I was saying, he's really finding his stride so early in his Big Train career. Gets the extra base hit, drives home another run for the Train, 2 outs as well. So it was really crunch time for him. I've been so impressed by the Bethesda native and Notre Dame product.
Yeah, he has been outstanding. I mean, that first game he struggled a bit, but since then he's been consistently getting on base at least once or twice a game. Yesterday he had that double in the ninth that the Big Train just could not capitalize off of and instead went to extras. The umps are now going to do a meeting to decide how many bases Jefferson gets here, I believe. What else could they be discussing? We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back. Yeah. Now up is Emilian Petre.
I mean, 2 situations for Petre so far with 2 outs, and in both, he's managed to get a hit. The first one of the 2 driving in that first run for Schiavone. You want a guy in crunch time, it's Emilian Petre.
Yeah, they got 2 in scoring position, like you said. This could be a big moment. It's already been a good inning for them. Cut that lead down from 10-4, or 10-3 to 10-4. They scored 1 this inning. No, that's improperly scored. They scored 3 this inning. Popped foul. Count now 0-1 to Emilian.
Was Jefferson the first batter faced for Valentine?
I believe so.
It's not the best start for him.
And now he has to face, like you said, the dangerous Emilian Petre, the 0-1. Actually, I don't think so. I think the first one he faced was it no walk?
No, because, let's see, Berenbaum got 2 outs, so the fly out and then the K. And then I think he hit Trey, walked Luke, and they took him out.
That's right. It came loaded bases is when they took him, and that was Cobb.
Well, Cobb hit a home run, so.
Oh, that's right. It was Wingett, no walk. Wait, how were the bases loaded then? Oh, no, it wasn't. It was 2 runners on.
Yeah, 2 runners on.
You're right. 2-1 the count here to Emilian Petre. The pitch in. That'll miss. 3-1.
If Petre gets on base here, makes something happen, it will no longer be Felix on deck. It'll be Warren Holzheimer, so another fresh bat for Bethesda.
First time we've seen Felix not in a game, whether it be by substitution or rest.
Yeah, he's really been the go-to guy.
The 3-1. That'll land. The count now full to Emilian Petre. Again, Jefferson on second. On third is no walk. Train trail by 6. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Steadying. The windup and the pitch. Grounded down the first base line, well fielded, and that'll end the inning. An easy play for Kuntz, but the Train tack on 3. They're not done yet as we enter the top. Now at the plate for the Alexandria Aces is Harity. Brendan Harity, apologies. He's having a great game tonight, 2 for 2, drawing a walk as well. Scored a run. Now he's going to face Evan Marcinko. First pitch from Marcinko. Fouled down the line, count 0-1.
So first time we've seen a relief pitcher tonight pushing more than 1 inning, but Marcinko certainly earned it with the 1-2-3 ground outs in a row in the top of the 6th. Quickest inning for the train pitching we'd seen by a mile.
Count now 0-2. Yeah, at the break, I don't know if you guys saw it on the feed, Marcinko hugging the umpire, basically apologizing for getting very emotional after last inning. Things seem to be on good terms, and he's throwing some heat. He's channeled it well. The 0-2. Grounded down to the third baseman, fielded by T.J. Rogers to throw across. Just in time. That'll be a nice 5-3 put out. First time Harity's been put away today.
Nice throw there from Rogers. I've really been liking him in this third base position. He'd registered a couple errors in the middle at shortstop and at second, and seems really comfortable there on the third base bag, and they really haven't taken him off it quite a while. I think maybe Peyton Schultz was back there for the night yesterday, but he's been good.
Yeah, his skill set defensively seems to be much better suited to protecting the line and making the long throw than it does in the middle of the diamond. That pitch will miss, count 1-0 to Wolf. Wolf 0 for 4 tonight. One of the few guys to not be hitting up a bonanza here for the Aces. Swing and a miss, count even now. Marcinko dishing well.
Now on to the 5th at-bat for this Aces order. So they've seen the plate. All of them now going to see the plate quite a bit.
The 1-1. That'll land. Marcinko ahead in the count again. He's thrown 5 pitches past batters, and 4 of them have been strikes.
He's been looking really good this evening.
Marcinko settles. Wind up. The pitch. Got him! Down looking. First K of the day for Marcinko retires Wolf. 5 at-bats for him. 5 times set down.
I mean, this is exactly what the Train need right now. Bats finally starting to heat up. Got the homer from Baylor Cobb to get things started, and now the pitching finally starting to match. The balance is coming.
It's Tellier at the plate. He is 3 for 4. Singles each of those hits. Probably the biggest challenge Marcinko's faced so far today. The first pitch in. That's a strike. Count 0-1.
I mean, if this is the way Marcinko's going to pitch, let him chirp.
Let him go to the 8th as well, especially if he goes 1-2-3 for the second consecutive inning. The 0-1. Popped up. Tracking over is the first baseman. That's Sean Lane. He's hustling. And coming out of nowhere, Warren Holzheimer makes the catch. No, he did not catch it.
I think it fell, and he ran right through it.
Oh, I thought he had it. Apologies. Count now 0-2 as that ball lands foul.
Well, still the hustle's great. Thank you, Halsey, showing us putting on the wheels. And still a strike. So Marcinko ahead here, just 1 strike away from another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, no complaints. That was a hard play to make, but I got super hyped thinking he caught it.
Yeah, that would have been sick. It was funny because you were like, Sean Lane, wait, maybe Trey Wingate, and then you were like, no, Warren Holzheimer.
Yeah. I was like, oh my God.
They all were coming in.
Marcinko a chance to get another straight 1-2-3 inning. That ball goes wild. Count 1 and 2.
First pitch without some control we've seen from him.
Yeah, he's been very measured. That's the first ball he's thrown in a long. He's only thrown 2 balls this inning. 7 strikes. The 1-2. Grounded. Marcinko's leaning the wrong way, but charging over his Holzheimer, and he can't get there. Ball just bounces off the glove of Holzheimer, and Tellier will reach on an error.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate misstep for Halsey. Great opportunity to record the 3rd out. So Tellier reaching on an error and continues a streak of reaching. He has the 1K today, but his 4th time reaching base.
Now at the plate is Kuntz. He's drawn 3 walks today and struck out once. Ball low and away, count 1-0.
Real test for Evan Marcinko here. Again, the 3 quick ground outs in the bottom of the 6th, or the top of the 6th. Chance for the 1-2-3 shattered on that error.
I'm not sure Halsey would have gotten there in time. A lot of speed coming in there. Ball away, count 2-0 from Wolf, the leadoff hitter.
Yeah, it was a hit. Or that was Tellier.
Yeah, that was Tellier. Sorry. So sorry. 2-0 now to Kuntz at the plate. Running is Tellier, grounded by Kuntz straight into the glove of Sean Lane. He'll walk it over to the bag, and that'll end the inning. Not a 1-2-3, but a great showing from Evan Marcinko. Will we see more of him? Well, I Marcinko hope so. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th here as the big train look to strike back down 4-2. Leading off for the big train, subbed in at second base in the 6th, is Warren Holzheimer. Recorded an error in the past inning in the top of the 7th. We'll see what he can do in his first plate appearance tonight.
Still on the mound is Brody Valentine, yes? I think so.
Yeah, I would agree. Brody.
Other than the hit, which was a hit from Baylor Cobb, wasn't the worst performance.
That pitch is going to get called a strike. Count 0-1. Yeah, Brody Valentine, 1 hit, 2 runs, given up 1 K. So far, not done quite yet here. Actually, it was a DM Jefferson doubles, the one he gave up. He didn't give up the Baylor Cobb homer.
Oh. Right, pitching change, right. Okay, yeah.
That pitch will come in. Count now 2-1.
Pitching change after the first 2 outs in that 6th inning for the Aces, so that's why I got all tripped up.
I don't think he has a K yet either. I can double check. Yeah, no case for Valentine. Popped up to center field, tracking over and easily fielded there. That's the center fielder Tellier making the play.
Nice little out there for the Aces. Curious what their streak is currently. Let's take a look. The Aces on a 1-game win streak. Their last 10 games, they've been 6-4. Oh, they haven't updated the 8th, so they're on a 2-game winning streak. 8-5.
Sean Lane to the plate. Flew out to left field in a controversial play last inning. We'll see what he does now. Hopefully less controversial for the sake of both teams' anxiety levels. First pitch of the at-bat. Holds back the swing. Count 1-0. The 1-0 here from Brody. Lands in. Count 1-1.
Valentine still searching for his first K.
Brody, my favorite name in the league.
Right, I forgot about that.
Count now. Thought it was 1-1, but no, it's 1-2. The pitch. Fouled off by Sean Lane. Either way, now the count's 1-2.
First potential car crash of the evening.
Yeah, we've really been having a calm one. You parked far away today?
I mean, we have to at this field. Our lovely bosses have asked us to park in a different lot so we can leave spaces open for the players and the fans, which totally understandable. It's a little walk.
The 1-2. Swung on and missed. Down swinging Sean Lane. First K of the day for Brody Valentine.
Brody Valentine getting to work here.
Yeah, he's gone 1-2 through Halsey and Lane. Now he's going to face T.J. Rogers, who's 0 for 2 tonight, but did draw a walk and score during that 6th inning mini rally for the Train. That's kept this game plausible.
Getting a lot of his walk-up song.
He's got some different tracks. Almost dropping a whole ass playlist. Ooh, whole playlist. The first pitch of the at-bat. That'll drop, not enough. Count 0-1. Sorry, count 1-0. The 1-0. That one will not find the zone either. Now Rogers way ahead in the count, 2-0.
Valentine from Salve Regina, which I remember you thought was in Washington State.
That was really fun. It was like Washington, Delaware, Rhode Island.
Yeah, the Aces fan next to us was like, it's in Rhode Island. And we were like, oh.
Oopsies. This is the second time we're seeing Brody on the season.
Yeah, so we definitely did see him.
Yeah, because I remember we were talking about...
Yeah, because we definitely talked about Salve Regina.
And I was calling him Brody to the point where you called him Brody, too. That pitch will land. There we go from Valentine. Count 2-1.
Yeah, we started saying his last name was Brody. We were like, Brody.
Well, no, I was saying it intentionally. I was saying the first name, but I tricked you into thinking it was his last name.
In my head I started saying it as if it was his last name, which it's not. You were just solely calling him Brody.
The 2-1 will come off what looked like the knee of the catcher. 3-1 now. TJ, a chance to draw his second consecutive walk.
Valentine still yet to record a walk tonight, so this would be the first.
Crowd oddly silent tonight. I mean, they are down 6 runs. Here we go. Just as I say that. The 3-1. Ball high. Back-to-back walks drawn by T.J. Rogers. And he's on first again.
Good stuff. Get to base. The last time he walked, he eventually came home. So
10 walks on the season now for T.J. Rogers. Second most on the team, only behind Garrett Felix.
All right, Baco. Let's see what you got.
Yeah, last time T.J. walked, Cobb brought him home with a bomb. Could he do it again? I would like that. It's Baylor Cobb. I mean, we'd all like that. Baylor Cobb at the plate here.
I like that walk-up song. I don't know what it was, but I've heard it before.
It was funky.
It was funky.
The first pitch of the at-bat taken inside, count 1-0.
No more Slim Shady. It was just the one night, and he hit a homer that night, so I'm surprised he was so quick to
switch the flow. It. 1-0 here from Brody. Hit hard by Cobb down the left field line. Foul.
Hit the pen.
Yeah, off the roof. Count even now. 1-1. Ooh, my pencil is dullening.
Dullening?
Is that the word?
I just don't think that's a verb. There might be there's another pencil right here. Hold on.
Dullening.
Really?
Present participle of dull. Dullen. Oh, wait. This is Wiktionary. I'm good. I'll sharpen it in between innings. I think we got someone out there. Count 2-1.
We have a pencil sharpener?
I think I saw one. Yeah, to dullen. I guess I think dullening is a word, but it's like one of the ones that's like kind of, like it exists, I guess. Count 3-1. Because you wouldn't say dulling, would you?
No, I don't know what you would say. Dullening just seems funny, but the English language is funny.
You would say dulling.
Dulling, yeah.
That pitch will miss as well. Baylor Cobb will reach base, and now we got 2 runners on for Schiavone.
Schiavone struck out in his last 2 at-bats, but did walk and then come home off the RBI single from Emilian Pitre. Brody Valentine definitely going to give him the mound visit. Going to take him out.
Wow, Brody Valentine done for the night. We'll take a quick break while we wait for a pitching sub from the Alexandria Aces here on Big Train. Now on the mound for the Alexandria Aces is Yu-Chen Wang, who I could not find a university for in my studies.
Yeah, our research tells us Wong is a rising sophomore in college, right-handed pitcher from Overland Park, Kansas.
First pitch a ball, count 1-0 to Schiavone.
It's time to go for the Train here, down by 6. 1 runner in scoring position, 1 runner on first.
George Mason University. They're going to say he went around based off the audience reaction. Yes, count 1-1. Don't know why that was so hard to find. Actually, no, there's no university listed for him.
Yeah, I was going to say, I remember looking it up, and I just simply cannot find it.
The 1-1. Wang misses. Count 2-1. Yep, the only stats he's got on Baseball Reference are for the Alexandria Aces. The 2-1. Ball low. 3-1.
For the Aces this season, he's pitched 3.1 innings, 5 hits, 9 runs, 8 of those earned, so 9 walks. Definitely been struggling with that.
Fans chanting, "We want Trey." The 3-1. It'll land. Count now full. Wong not backing out of the order quite yet.
Is that in reference to how Trey Wingate is on deck?
I believe so, yes.
Got it.
Schiavone, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Not only is your team trailing, but we want Trey. The 3-2. Batter's going. It'll miss. Yu-Chen Wang will walk the bases loaded as Schiavone moves to first.
All right, Trey Wingate, it's now or never. They wanted you. Show them what you got.
Wingate 1 for 1 today with a walk and a hit by pitch.
Wong definitely struggling with these walks, as I just read off those stats for you. 9 runs on the season, 8 of those earned, and 9 walks, just 5 hits. So clearly issues coming from just sending runners around and around.
Gosh. Yeah, here we go. Train have cycled through batters now 4 times. They've been catching up to the Aces in that regard, as Alexandria has now walked 8 batters tonight in comparison to the Train's 6. So I guess that isn't much better. First pitch misses. Count 1-0.
Oh, my goodness. If I'm Trey Wingate, I'm nervous. But he seems like a calm guy.
I'm nervous, and I'm just sitting up here watching. The Patrick Chapman chance begin. The 1-0 pitch from Wang to Wingate. He will take the pitch as a strike. Count 1-1. There will be double. That's the problem. When we take a break like that, the song plays for 3 full minutes, so you know it's getting stuck in my head.
I got to stand. It's one of those moments.
My leg's too bouncy to let me stand. The 1-1. Wingate lets that pitch go by. Count 2-1. Good eye. Good eye. You watch that ball go by. Woo-hoo.
It's quite the rhyme.
You never heard that one?
I don't think so.
Kids would always say that. Good eye. Good eye. You watch that ball go by. Woo-hoo.
I never played childhood baseball.
The 2-1. Fouled off by Trey. 2-2. Or the other one, extra, extra, read all about it. Wingate's going to crush it. No doubt about it.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, they were good. They were good. They were wholesome. Those are the ones that we did as kids. I'm sure they got less and less wholesome.
You think that's what Evan Marcinko was saying to the...
Extra, extra, read all about it. Umpire stinks. No doubt about it. Pivotal pitch here. 2-1 from 2-2 to Wang to Wingate. And he swings and misses. Wang records the K, and the big Train leave the bases loaded.
Tough look there for the Train. Bases loaded. Trey Wingate goes down swinging. Credit to Wong for taking care of business there. So getting into the 8th here, it's going to be time for the pitching to keep being successful and for the bats to try and make something happen.
Train, 11 runs left on base today. We'll see if they can crack back in the bottom of the 8th. But first, leading off for the Aces will be Boyd when we get back after
Welcome back. Apologies, bit of a late start. That one hit well by Boyd. First pitch in from Mizoki. A double goes all the way back to the fence and bounces back down the warning track. Jefferson cannot make the catch. And runner in scoring position for the Aces here in the top of the 8th. Up now the DH, Kate Sullivan, who's 0 for 4 tonight at the plate.
I have an important news to report. First pitch, called strike from Mizoki. The players don't like the heat either. Ran to Baylor Cobb, and he goes, "You guys staying cool up there?" I'm like, "No, we have no AC." And he goes, "Yeah, and I'm like, "Oh, thank God the sun came down." And he goes, "You're expletive right." I'm like, "Yeah, we're very happy." The 0-1. Pitch lands 1-1. Nothing scarier than walking into your office room and then just seeing your boss standing ominously in the dark. It's a dark corner. You're just sitting there like,
Thank you for your concern, Baylor, but it is far from cool up here. I can tell you that much.
So Baylor, oh yeah, he's DHing tonight. That's right. Count now 2-1. Savoni behind the plate. I was confused. I'm like, you've been playing. How are you not? I'm like, oh yeah, you're the DH.
I'm like fairly certain I saw Baylor get a Baker dog before the game. So if that's not home run fuel, I don't know what is.
I would if I was him. Fouled off. Count even 2-2.
Because I think he came over and he was like, "Baker, I got your dog." And I think it was Baylor. So
I think Baker needed a Baker dog today. I think that's what happened back in the 4th.
yeah, he's got to fuel up with his namesake.
Oh, Catalyst, I love you. The 2-2. That pitch down in the dirt and away. Count now full to Boyd. Boyd has doubled, hit a sac fly, and singled.
It's actually Sullivan.
Really?
Yeah, Boyd doubled. You missed it.
Oh, my gosh.
You were in the bathroom, Nick.
I was going to say very little happened. So, wow, what a day
Not very
for
little
Boyd.
happened while you were gone. Oh, gosh.
Hit out deep to right field, tracking. Unable to get there. He'll dive, but the ball will get past. Rounding first, coming across to second to Sullivan. Sullivan is going to get held at second. Quick move from the right fielder out there in right field tonight to wing it, keeping that ball into the infield fast. But an RBI double sends home Boyd, and back-to-back doubles off Todd Mizoki.
Mizoki, 2 batters faced, 2 doubles given up. So a less than ideal start for Todd here as the Aces tack on another run, and a game that was already starting to feel out of reach for the train just gets pushed even more so.
What a game from Boyd. 2 doubles, 4 RBIs, 2 runs scored. He's been outstanding. The first pitch in here, swung on and missed, I believe. Yes, they're going to say he swung. Hakopian behind 0-1.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, he tipped it.
the only time Boyd didn't reach today was a sac fly.
The 0-1. That pitch will miss. Count even to Mizoki. Sorry, to Hakopian from Mizoki.
Copian also a serious threat.
Yeah, he's been red hot today, like you said. Great pitch from Mizoki to get him there, though. Pitchers count 1-2.
Made that controversial diving catch also on the hit from Sean Lane out to left field.
Yeah, that was tough. Couldn't tell if it had landed or gone into his glove. That pitch will miss 2-2. At the end, it was ruled a catch for Hakopian. Mizoki waving off a pitch call from Schiavone. He's readying. The wind-up in the pitch. Down in the dirt. The count will go full now to Hakopian.
Mizoki, no outs to work with here, and 2 batters faced and 2 doubles hit. So desperately needs to retire Copian here.
Yep.
Off Shack on deck.
Off Shack been having a slower game. Hit down the left field line, foul. That'll bounce into the pen.
Ace's dugout's starting to get a little rowdy. Rowdier than earlier, at least. I mean, it was funny because we were on the ground in Alexandria, and we could really hear just how rowdy they got.
I believe their third base coach got thrown out that game.
Yeah.
Full count, the pitch inside. And now there'll be runners on first and second as Hakopian takes his base.
Yeah, that was an ejection that we saw over in Alexandria. Again, the rivalry hot, I guess.
And it'll bring up Connor Offshack, who's 0 for 3, but did walk and score back in the 5th inning, which was where Alexandria did the, I guess not even the majority, but almost half of their damage with 5 runs in that inning. That pitch will land for a strike. Big Train bench trying to get excited behind Mizoki here as he looks to get out of a bit of a jam. Getting no outs, so 1 run already scored. Hakopian on first, Sullivan on second. The 0-1. He shows bunt, lays it down foul, count 0-2. We will not be seeing bunt again from Offshack. Well, almost certainly.
Mizoki, 8 innings of relief pitched for the Train so far this season. 8 hits, 5 runs, 2 walks, and 8 Ks. So it's kind of been a little bit up and down, but we know he's got the stuff.
Looking to record the first out of the inning. The 0-2. That'll drop in. Beautiful pitch from Mizoki and a 1-2-3 K looking.
Just as I said, he's got the stuff. He's got the stuff.
That was some sort of, I guess, slurve there, dropping just in. Good stuff from him.
Now it's the catcher, though, and a dangerous guy. 1 home run for Baylor Cobb, but 1 for Jacob Friend as well.
First pitch here. Down in the dirt, count 1-0 to Friend, who, like I believe you just mentioned, homered back in the 4th.
Mm-hmm. Second homer of the season for him.
He's outstanding behind the plate and has been showing off his bat as well. I believe he's from Davidson College. Popped up. That'll stay just on the edge of the infield. Coming over is Emilian Pitre. He will field it. Almost lost it for a second there. Landed a little further back than he had expected, but into his glove it goes. And suddenly, just like that, there are 2 outs on the board.
Yeah, I mean, if Mizoki can escape here, just 1 run given up, it's not the end of the world. Again, this game already seeming out of reach for the Train. Interested to see if, I think they'll bring in another pitcher for the final inning.
Yeah, they already, this pitch, that'll land. Good pitch from Mizoki there, count 0-1.
I guess if he gets out of this one,
Possibly
they'll keep him in. I mean, you want to limit the use of the arms. Like we said, we don't want these pitchers getting too tired. It's a long stretch ahead until July 4th.
That's why I'm kind of surprised we didn't see 3 from Marcinko just as a way to conserve arms, because this is the 3rd game of an 11-game streak. Count 1-1 now to Harity.
I guess the flip side to that is conserving Marcinko's arm.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. You know what? That is completely true.
Fair enough.
1-1. Popped up. That's going to go foul. That's going straight to a fan. Can somebody catch it? Oh! That kid almost had it, but it bounced off the bullpen, or the dugout, I should say, and it's going to go back into bounds. Oh, I was hoping they'd give the kid that ball, but we don't want to be like the crop dusters when the kid catches a foul ball, just immediately calling over the PA. Kids, be a good crop duster and return your ball.
And they never do.
Yeah, I was going to say, what kid's going to return a foul ball?
We watched several yesterday not do that, not to expose the children, but...
No, as they should, honestly.
I would keep it. If you're making a run to that field behind the field only, you better be keeping that ball.
Those kids are running some distances. That pitch will miss. Count even now to Harity, 2-2. Those kids had some hustle. And they would catch it and then immediately start playing catch with it.
Yeah.
They
respect. They're grinding. They want to be Cal Ripken League players.
I was going to say, future crop dusters. Beat me to it, Allie. 2-2 count. Mizoki looking to end the inning. Grounded down the first base line, well fielded by Sean Lane, and that'll end it. 1 run scores off back-to-back doubles from Boyd and Sullivan, but Mizoki maintains some semblance of safety as the Train trail by 7 now, 11-4, as we enter the bottom of the 8th. Back to the top of the order for the Train, it's Luke Nowak. We got just 6 outs left for the Train to try and do something here in the bottom of the 8th. They trail 7 runs. First pitch, a ball, count 1-0. Luke Nowak having a slower day today. 0 for 2 with the fielder's choice and a walk. The 1-0. Fouled off. Now on the mound for the Alexandria Aces is Will Long from Cornell University.
Oh, an Ivy boy. We were celebrating the Ivy League tonight with the Princeton women's basketball players. That was super awesome. Thank you again. Shout out to them for coming. And feels like ages ago that Abby Myers was up here with us, but thank you to her again for coming up and having a talk with me and Nick.
1-1 will miss. 2-1. Princeton grad. An outstanding achievement.
Seriously, and gonna get a graduate degree from University of Maryland. She has her high school diploma from Walt Whitman. Quite the
that's
education.
the biggest one, the Walt Whitman high school diploma. Ball away, 3-1.
Hey, Walt Whitman, a fantastic.
Oh, I'm sure it is, but is it Princeton?
No, it's simply not Princeton. But again, very cool that Abby gets to continue her academic and collegiate career, or academic and athletic career, as an athlete would post on social media.
I was going to say academic and collegiate might mean the same thing.
Yeah.
The 3-1 hit straight to Will Long. He'll knock it down and then just pass it over to the first baseman. Over at first tonight is Kuntz, of course. And Nowak down to a 1-3. That's the first out of the inning.
Kuntz, of course.
I was like, yeah, I totally know who's on first. Flips book over.
Obviously.
I thought it was Boyd because he's played there before, but he's out in right field tonight.
So not just some shifts for us, but the shifts for the Aces as well.
Well, that shift was absolutely devastating to Jefferson in the 5th. Shading in was the left fielder, Hakopian. I knew that one for real.
Yeah.
And Hakopian made a great play to keep Jefferson off base. First pitch into Jefferson will land. Strike 0-1 now.
Eddie Hakopian is legit. I'm very excited to see him play some Big Ten baseball in the fall.
Oh, yeah, he's coming to the Terps.
Mm-hmm.
After
Coming home.
playing for some JUCO for his first year. He was your year, though, right?
Yeah. He graduated my year from high school.
The 0-1. Pitch wild, but kept in front by the catcher. Count 1-1.
And talk about a guy I'm excited for in the future, DM Jefferson. If I'm the Notre Dame coaches, I'm already excited about where my program is going, but this guy is definitely part of its future.
1-1 to DM. He'll take that ball low, 2-1. Yeah, he is a great player. I mean, plain and simple, he's going to be great for Notre Dame going forward, and I think he's going to be great for the Train as he continues to start his Big Train career.
I mean, he saw playing time for Notre Dame this past year, and they were quite impressive going all the way to the College World Series.
Oh, bites on a breaking ball in the dirt there. Count even, 2-2.
So I think that just speaks to him as a player. If the Irish coaching staff are giving him the nod when they know their team is this talented this early in his college career, it's just huge. And hopefully he can continue to do the same for the Train and be even better when he heads back to South Bend.
2-2 swing and a miss for Jefferson. 2 straight outs recorded by Will Long. Will bring up Emilian Petrak.
His first K of the evening, and an unfortunate time there. But Long getting what he needs to get done.
Emilian Petrak. He did hit a single earlier. He's hit 2 singles. Apologies. He's 2 for 4. First pitch into Petrak, far and away. Count 1-0. You'd hope the Train would have mounted something this inning, but it feels like it's slipping away from them. And any chance of a comeback may be along with it. Count even, 1-1. It's going to be the first Big Train loss in 7 games. 2 games in that stretch have not been finished. Both are crop dusters games, of course, because of the sunset. The 1-1. That'll miss. 2-1 now is the count to Emilian Petrak.
Yeah, again, haven't seen a loss since Gaithersburg came to Shirley Povich 2 weeks ago in early June.
Petrak working well. Second in the league in walks, and he's got a 3-1 count.
But the Train headed on the road again tomorrow. They'll be headed to D.C., playing at 1 p.m., so very different first pitch time there.
Bright and early for us. The 3-1. Swung on down low. Oh, my God, he had him kneeling. Great pitch from Long, and now the count is full. Yeah, I'm used to getting up at noon now with the schedule I'm working on for this team, but I got to be leaving for work by noon. Or I got to be at work by noon, actually. Got to get there early. Full count pitch. Wild. Petre will take his base on a walk. First walk of the game for Will Long.
Long off to the good start there. Chance for a 1-2-3, which would have been huge, but Petre keeping the big train alive in more ways than one here when he gets up to the plate with 2 outs.
It's Halsey at the plate now. He flew out to center field last time. We've yet to really see his bat become a major threat yet, although he has gotten a few hits together for the Train so far. First pitch comes in, down and away. Count at 1-0. This is a long game. We've just passed the 3-hour mark, and we still have an inning and an out left to play. Long checks over at first, keeping an eye on Petre. The pitch. Down in the dirt. Petre, oh God, Petre caught in between the bases. He's going to get back to first safely. But a little bit of a scary moment there. Count moves to 2-0 for Holzheimer.
Yeah, definitely a little bit nerve-wracking for Petre, but he makes it home safe. It's the second time we've seen a runner get caught between first and second. Peyton Schultz way earlier.
And he succeeded in getting back too.
Yes, he did. But I believe didn't the throw go wild past the first baseman?
Yeah,
That's
that
how he
was
got back?
a much luckier version of it for Schultz. That pitch low and away. Will Long suddenly losing some control after recording 2 straight outs is in danger of walking back-to-back batters.
Crowd still pretty full for how this game's going.
Yeah,
Love the dedication.
I'm surprised. The 3-0 low and away, and it's back-to-back walks. That one on 4 pitches, and it'll bring up slugger Sean Lane with 2 runners on.
Mound visit time.
Are we seeing anyone come out from the pen? I would doubt it.
I mean, I highly doubt it. It's just simply not worth it if you're the Aces staff. You're up by 7, and you don't want to waste another arm.
On the other hand, you don't want to tire Will Long's arm.
And there he goes. So you win that one.
I was just using the same logic you did. We'll take a quick break. Long, leaving the mound to bring up the 6th pitcher from the Aces. We'll let you know who that is the moment he comes in eyesight here on BigTrain. 2 runners on base. Sean Lane at the plate. Alley bump into his walk-up song. All of the lights. Everything is correct for him as he will face Jacob Snell. One of the 2 Jacobs on this team. Second Jacob we're seeing today.
Can confirm I was bumping to all the lights.
It's actually a Jacob pitching-catching duo.
Despite being a Swiftie, there is some Kanye that's very good.
A lot of Kanye is very
A lot
good.
of Kanye is very good. I will say it. You can. It's on air now.
2-0. Look, I love Kanye, but I also agree dude is in a bad place.
I mean, I'm one of those. I'm like a pretty staunch supporter of separate the art from the artist.
Really, I can't do that with most of them. Like Michael Jackson, I cannot. The 2-0. That'll land 2-1. Like after watching Leaving Neverland, every time I see his face, I get like enraged. But that's an extreme version. Kanye is just an idiot. Well, I shouldn't say that. He's diagnosed bipolar and he's going through a lot. But even before then, he was an interesting guy. That pitch will land. Count even. 2-2. No. 3-1. I was going to say, I do not think he called it a strike. I got to trust my gut a little more. A walk here would load the bases. The 3-1 to Lane, and he'll take it. The bases. No! Called strike! Count now full to Sean Lane, and the fans and Lane are shocked.
I mean, he fully threw his bat. I thought that one would send him.
His shin guard was off. Oh, golly.
Oh, golly.
What's the matter with the word golly? Okay, I hear it now. I hear it now. Full count. The pitch. Grounded to the second baseman. He will drop it! He drops it! That'll be an error on the second baseman out there today is Harity. And the bases are loaded. Ball don't lie.
I mean, obviously credit to Sean Lane. That one was well hit, but missed. I mean,
that was a routine ground ball. I'm not going to lie.
I know, no, I agree. I was going to say, but Harity, you got to get your glove on that, my guy. Oh, my goodness.
Rogers 0 for 2 today, but he's drawn 2 walks, which sent him to home and to third. Another walk here would score a run, but a hit here would score multiple, hopefully. First pitch in from Snell. Swung on and missed.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, bases are loaded. It's a 7-run ball game. You got to think T.J. Rogers is going to come out and be as aggressive as possible.
You got to do something now. Clock is ticking. The 0-1. Fouled off. Now behind in the count is T.J. Rogers, 0-2. Precarious position for the Train. You know, if they can clear 2 or 3 runs home here, this game isn't over yet. But should they go scoreless this inning, you got to feel like it's just going to be a bit of a march to the finale in the 9th. The 0-2 from Snell. Swung on and missed. 3-pitch strikeout sends down Rogers. First strikeout for Snell. And that'll end the inning. The Train still trail 4-11 here on Big Train. back to the top of the order for the Aces. It'll be Wolf, Tellier, Kuntz here in the bottom of the ninth as the Train keep in Todd Mizoki. First pitch of the at-bat, that'll miss. Count 1-0.
Not surprised to see Mizoki on the mound here still. He did give up the 1 run, but got a K and got them out of the inning. So, again, you don't really want to waste another pitcher tonight.
1-0. That pitch will find the zone. Same pitch as the last one. Count even. Mizoki readies. The 1-1. Ball low and away. Count now in Wolf's favor. 2-1.
Wolf, oh, just go ahead.
No. What I had was not interesting. You go. Swing and a miss. Count 2-2.
I was just going to say that this is Wolf's 6th at-bat this evening. He's flown out in 2 and struck out in 3, so really has not been a great day for the Vandy commit. 0 for 5 so far and at risk of 0 for 6 right now.
So that's better than what I was going to say. I was just going to say the Train are going to lose their first time in 7 games. That pitch will miss full count.
Yeah, I know. We haven't seen this from the Big Train in quite some time.
We haven't really seen them give up this many runs other than that 12-13 affair at Olney.
Again, which was so bizarre and is yet to be over.
He will take his base. That'll be the first time Wolf reaches today on a walk from Todd Mizoki. Second walk of the game for Todd.
Now batting number 21, Adam Tellier.
It's Tellier who has 2 hits and a run scored today.
Yeah, just adding to his already very successful season at bat for the Aces.
First pitch in from Mizoki. That'll land. Good pitch there from Mizoki. Ahead in the count here. The Big Train, should they lose this, will have only lost at home this season. To be fair, most of their games have come at home so far, so odds are not in their favor on that. The 0-1 for Mizoki. Grounded to the second baseman, Holzheimer. He turns 1. Trying to turn 2. No good. The throw is high. Either way, it looked like Tellier was going to make it. He's a speedy guy, so he'll reach on a fielder's choice.
I mean, got to get the runner out of scoring position, so good decision there and quick moves from the infield. And a nice catch from Sean Lane over at first. Had it been able to, convert.
Yep, kept it in the infield. Not the best throw from Petre, but nothing really went wrong. Can't complain. 1 out. Mizoki now faces Kuntz. Running, Tellier's going to get there by a mile. Well, maybe not by a mile. It's closer than I had expected, but Tellier does get there. That's the first stolen base from anyone tonight.
Yeah, I was going to say, we have not seen a ton of running in the infield, but Tellier gets there. Nice throw from Schiavone, and again, a little closer than I think we were expecting, so good effort.
Tellier, another big lead out on second. That pitch low. 2-0. Kuntz already drawn 3 walks today. Can he reach that illustrious Schiavone level of 4 walks?
4 walks, 4 runs. Jason Schiavone.
2 runs, actually, from Kuntz. He's having a good game. Running is Tellier. A gun of a throw from Schiavone. And he's called safe regardless. That'll be 2 stolen bases from Tellier.
Oh, my gosh. Tellier just putting on a show at the moment. Whew.
Behind in the count, 2-1. Swing and a miss. Count now even.
There we go.
Tellier now tied for second most stolen bases in the league with 8.
I mean, he's speedy. We've seen him at shortstop normally, right? If I am correct. Tonight he's in center field, but the last couple times that we played the Aces, I'm pretty sure he was at short.
Both positions that need those wheels. Grounded foul. Yeah, of course, the only guy he trails in stolen bases is Garrett Felix, who has stolen 11.
Of course. Speedy. Speedy. Felix with his first moments of rest this evening.
Yeah, took him out in the middle of the game for Holsey. The 2-2. Grounded. It'll get through the gap. Sean Lane just cannot stretch far enough. A well-hit single from Kuntz. And the Aces now lead 12-4.
So 1 run away from most runs given up. Again, 13 to the Crop Dusters in that incomplete game. Is that Tellier who came home?
Yes, it was. He stole 2 bases, and then scored. So it's Kuntz on first, Boyd at the plate. Boyd, 2 doubles, a single, and a sac fly. And he'll hit that one. Charging in is TJ Rogers. He'll get there. Throw to first is great. Quick play there, and Boyd goes down. Kuntz advances to second.
Again, gotta think about the positives right now, and one of the positives has been TJ Rogers at third. The throws have been on point. The little 5-3 connection we've seen from him and Sean Lane has been really a bright spot for the train this evening, and when those two have been in the corners these past couple of games, it's been really successful.
First pitch in the dirt, no movement from Kuntz. Count 1-0 to Sullivan, who doubled his last time up.
Yeah, an RBI double at that. Was struggling all day and then finally found something in the top of the 8th.
You get an RBI. You get an RBI. Everybody gets an RBI. Tonight, 6 different batters at least have hit an RBI tonight.
From their team?
Yes. Sorry, I should have specified. Correct. 1-1 now. Mizoki looking to get out of this inning and give the train just an 8-run cushion. Hit hard to center field. That'll drop in the gap. Charging home is Kuntz. The throw, no good. He will reach in an RBI single for Sullivan. His second RBI of the game.
There you have it. That's the tying run in terms of most runs given up by the train. So now at risk of the most on the season.
3 runs from a mercy. That's, I guess not out of the question either.
Yeah.
Not likely. But, yeah, this is the worst game the Train have had so far this season. They've been outstanding, of course. They're going to be, after this loss, 11-2.
Yeah, it's still quite the record on the season, folks. Don't get it twisted, but
Grounded down the third base line, foul, count 0-2.
It's a hot day. It's been a long season so far, and chance to rebound with the day game tomorrow. It won't be night, so maybe that'll help wake them up a little bit. And
It's going to be hot, though.
it's going to be really hot, yeah.
And
Can confirm.
Short turnaround, 0-2. That pitch will land. Down looking is Eddie Hakopian. The Train trail 12-4 here on BigTrain.tv. Now at the plate for the Bethesda Big Train is number 23, Baylor Cobb, who had the one shining bright spot of the game, his second homer of the season. And as he said, he does not like the heat. None of us do. No one's happy tonight. This has not been a fun game, regardless of the score.
Yeah, it's been a long one. It's been a hot one. And unfortunately, the Train on the verge of their first loss in quite some time.
And guess what? Tomorrow's only going to be hotter.
Yeah.
Because it'll be a 1 p.m. game. Shout out DC Grays. I know it's out of their control. But poor Tom to have an afternoon game. Count 2-0. How do professionals do it? They play afternoon games all the time. I don't know. 1-1? No way.
Baylor is looking at the ump like, excuse me?
Yeah, he's like, hold on. Timeout. And the ump's just very straight-faced, it seems. I know we're looking at the back of his head, but he barely flinched. Just like, strike. It's a strike. Bako tries to hammer it. Does not. Goes foul. Count 1-2. Just a deflating night, it seems, for the Train. A long, arduous game. No one's going to be happy with losing in a game that takes this much energy. The pitch from Snell. Strike 3 called. Another one Bako is kind of silently questioning. He's not openly questioning at that time. Down looking. That'll be the third K recorded.
Yeah, Snell.
Snell.
No, second.
Second, you're right, because he came in the middle of the 8th.
Yeah, the 3-pitch K to Rogers to end the 8th, and then a K there to Baylor Cobb, and now it's Jason Schiavone.
Schiavone at the plate. He's 0 for 2 tonight. First pitch in, ball inside, count 1-0. Look, on the bright side, it'll be sunny tomorrow, which, will be a detriment, but it also will be a benefit. It'll give some serotonin to the boys. Ball inside, 2-0.
Yeah, exactly. It's a new time to play. Haven't been to DC in a while. The last time we were there, it was a good game.
Yeah, a great save from Andrew Johnson. The 2-0. Oof, that pitch will go very wide. Now Schiavone, a chance to draw his third walk of the day. Great patience from the catcher.
He's second behind Garrett Felix, right, on this team in walks? I feel like that has to be it.
That is a very good question, Allie. I will fact check. That pitch a called strike, so 3-1. Felix, of course, has drawn 17, and then it's him now with 9 as he tallied 2 today. TJ Rogers actually is also... TJ's got 10. He scored 2 today. Fouled off.
The other thing, though, is that Jason's from only the 4 aren't in there because that game's not over.
Good call. Good catch. Not a lot of patience at the plate is not something you associate with catchers often, but an outfielder by trade before reaching JMU. Full count here. The pitch from Snell. Swung on and missed. A third straight K for Jacob Snell.
I mean, he's trying to end this one quickly and give his boys their second straight win, their 9th win of the year, and hand Big Train the second loss on their season.
That'll bring up Trey Wingett. He did score earlier this game, rounding the bases after a hit by pitch, and did have a single and a walk. So he's 1 for 2, getting on base 3 out of 4 plate appearances. A solid game for Trey, who we've seen struggle a bit with his hitting. First pitch of the at-bat. It'll miss. Count 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Hefty swing from Trey. Gets the Aces bench excited. Count 1-1.
Atmosphere a bit down here at Shirley Povich, except for the Aces dugout getting ready to run out.
Whoa, that pitch just misses, trying to curve it in. A good pitch, but a little too far inside. Count 2-1 to Trey. Pitch, swung on and missed. Another hefty swing and a miss for Wingett. A chance now for Snell to record 4 straight Ks. The 2-2 to wing it. Strike 3 called. Down looking. 4 straight Ks from Jacob Snell seal a dominant win from the Alexandria Aces. 13-4. Storming across. Big jump from the third baseman and the first baseman. That would be tonight. Kuntz, of course, at first and Offshack at third.
Yeah, unfortunately for the Train, this comes as their second loss on the season to none other than the Alexandria Aces. They're what we've heard rivals, and tonight I think it showed. There was definitely some animosity on the field. But, you know, all streaks must sometime, you know, at some point come to an end, and the Train have had a really successful run so far. I don't think this is necessarily season-defining or season-turning in any way. It just kind of was bound to happen at some point or another. They'll have a chance to rebound against DC Grays tomorrow. And, again, lots of baseball until July 4th.
Yeah, I believe the Aces now trail by 4 games. They're in second place. They're 9-6 behind the now 11-2 Train, playing a very different number of games. They're 15-13, so it's a little hard to do that math. If you at home can, please do, but Point Streak doesn't update the schedule, so it's on you to do that math. A tough loss for the Train, but a quick turnaround. You know, that can go one of two ways. A hot summer. We're not in the dog days yet, technically, but it sure feels like them.
Yeah, it definitely does. But we're getting right back to it bright and early tomorrow. I mean, early as far as Cal Ripken League baseball goes. It'll be 1 p.m. first pitch over at Washington Nationals Youth Academy for the Big Train versus the DC Grays. They'll look to tack on their 12th win of the season. And then it'll be a lot of away games next week. And Nick and I will be there for it all. I'm glad the Wi-Fi is finally fixed. Hopefully the feed was better for you guys at home. And again, thank you guys for tuning in, day out. We really appreciate it.
So be sure to stay tuned. Tomorrow, Allie will be giving you play-by-play. I'll, of course, be giving you color as the Bethesda Big Train visit the DC Grays at Nationals Youth Baseball Academy at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you for tuning in.